Hello! I'm Junkyard Rat. I'm the host of this beautiful show, this beautiful podcast here in the beautiful San Francisco, California. We're right next to the Pelosi Federal Building. If you're wondering where we're at, it's an exciting day. It's December. There's no fucking sun where I live. It's been foggy for over a week. What the fuck? We got Joe Mama's back and Enoch the Great is back. How you guys doing?
Oh, yay! I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch your vibe here. Good, you started strong. You always start off like real nice and energetic.
You gotta do that. You
glad
gotta
you
go
did.
up and then you go down.
I'm out of shape, you said.
Nah, how you been? You just got off the flight in Southwest?
Yes.
How was it having to choose a seat before you sit down?
No, it wasn't bad at all. I sat in the front so I could get off real fast. Well, not like I'm in any rush. I just didn't want to have to go through the whole long aisle at the end.
You flew out of Austin or?
Yeah.
I flew out of Dallas a couple times. When I go to Chile and South America, I either go through Dallas or Miami and stuff.
Dallas.
I bet you got off fast then, dude.
I'm always way in the fucking back. Enoch hasn't been in a plane in 50 years. So.
They're not safe. I don't like them.
When was the last time you were in an airplane, Enoch?
They still had 737s and 727s in service.
Oh, yeah?
Great airplanes. I like the original 737.
The 737.
It was like a little hot rod. It would like, you climb out of there. Engines didn't fall off of them. They didn't crash. Great planes.
So that generation was how long ago?
Well, this was in the 70s.
In the 70s. 720s? Would you say 737s?
Well, they still have them, but the original 737 was basically a shortened version of the 707, and since it was shorter, they didn't need 4 engines. They had 2, and it was low to the ground because it was what they called a regional plane going into airports that didn't necessarily have jetways. So it had its own staircase that would like pop out. It was all automatic too. You didn't have to have 2 guys there pulling it out. It would like, and you could step down. I mean, Donald Trump would love the plane because he could like take 4 steps and be off the plane instead of falling.
Why do they even make the presidents walk on those stairs? Why can't they just put something electric?
You know, like an escalator?
An escalator.
Because they would probably get stuck in the escalator and ground up.
Oh, yeah.
Cherry picker.
That happened to me on some slippers once got stuck in an escalator, and it freaked me out.
I saw the Trump plane when I was in Vegas last year.
Oh, you did?
When he was campaigning. Yeah.
Air Force One?
Not the Air Force One, but the plane that he used.
The 757.
The one that he used to
hit the
tour.
Pentagon.
Because the private airport in Vegas is near the Pinball Museum, right in front of the Mandalay Bay, I think, in that area. So he had the plane. I was surprised that he would fly with a plane with Trump on it. I'd figure.
Are you kidding?
This was before they tried to kill him and. Was it on?
What if he really wasn't on there? He just sent somebody on there.
No, he had like a stop. They did like an event.
I heard he wanted to have the presidential limousine repainted with Trump on the side of it.
I don't see why not. He likes to put. He likes
wants to have Trump put up on the White House, called the Trump House.
Did you see him get the Peace Award when?
No, the FIFA Trump Award.
That's
Yeah.
the best joke yet.
Yeah, the World Cup, when they give him an award, the World
He
Cup.
would get the P Cup Award.
No, do you remember when he wanted to reestablish Alcatraz
Yeah.
as a prison?
Well, I think he wanted to use it as a model for Florida swamps.
Why? Why would you do that? It's like generating so much money for tourism, and then you're gonna have to like restructure the whole thing to be fit for inmates.
And I have to go back and look, but during that time when he was trying to reappropriate Alcatraz for like a new federal prison, he said something like, because it was like he was talking about the only escapes that had ever happened from there,
God.
and he was actually talking about like
A movie?
one of the movies,
Clint
the
Eastwood
Escape
movie?
from Alcatraz, or
Oh my
either
God.
but he had watched a movie, and it was a theatrical movie. It was like the one with Eastwood, or it was like The Rock or something. And he's like, well, yeah, because they finally, one person did escape, but they never found his body. Or
Well, they found artifacts on Angel Island. That
yeah, I remember that stuff had washed ashore from one
and
of them,
it was
because
from
there was
all
the three guys,
and,
right?
and so it was
Yeah.
like a ruse. But you know what? You know the reason. One of the reasons they close Alcatraz, it has no plumbing. It has no water.
What?
There's no water source on Alcatraz.
So they would have to-
They literally dumped into.
They
the
have a
ocean or
huge
something.
water tank for like toilets and
A
things.
septic tank.
Right.
But
Alcatraz.
it's they probably just had a pipe going into the bay for septic.
They had families living on Alcatraz, like they had the guards' families were actually
Oh.
live. They took my 6th grade class to Alcatraz.
Yeah, I went to Alcatraz. I think it was like a yearly thing
Yeah.
every year for middle school.
Oh,
elementary.
yeah.
They bring a bunch
I
of
remember
elementary
out of all
kids.
the times we ever went to or wanted to go to Alcatraz, and we came up here, we never could get. There was only one time that we actually made it to Alcatraz. We lived here. I lived in the Bay all my life.
Oh, taking the
And
family
because
to
they're
Alcatraz.
either it's sold out, or
It's
something's happening, or
expensive.
whatever. They're not
Or
doing it that
closed.
time, or
Yeah.
something, or whatever.
Well,
I've only been to Alcatraz once, and I should remember it better because I think I was younger.
wouldn't it be more interesting to go to San Quentin where they have actual inmates?
San
That's-
Quentin isn't even a real prison anymore.
What?
Well, what is it? A volleyball court?
They're
with
trying
guys
to
in
turn it into
chains?
like a rehab prison. They're
What?
famous for their basketball team. Did you see that documentary?
Prisons are for profit, right?
the Warriors have a
For profit?
basketball
That's
team.
right.
in
Stay
San
tuned for
Quentin.
Prisons Are for Profit.
Well, they are
Hey.
now.
So
That's why they're taking
With
everyone
your
off
host, the
street.
Junkyard Rat, folks.
I remember that every Thanksgiving, like they had something going on in Alcatraz because the Native Americans took it over one year,
Oh.
and I'm not sure. Do they still do that though? I
Well, it
didn't
was
see-
theirs. It was a
Yeah,
Yeah.
all this
Yeah.
used to be theirs, right?
Is that
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
they
I
put
would
up all
rather
the
see
stuff?
I'd rather see them tear the prison down. I would like to see what it was like to be a Native American Indian fishing off of that rock.
Yeah,
I think that would be far more interesting. If you want to see something built that's interesting, go to Pacifica and see the Taco Bell on the beach or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
that
one's
The
Taco
world's
Bell.
most
pretty
beautiful
yeah.
Taco Bell
Yeah.
should be more interesting than an old rotten prison, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have tacos and surfers, and they even have booze now.
That's actually kind of a cool place
Yeah,
to bring
they
it.
do
So you
that
can have
too.
your
You can
Mountain
bring
Dew
a
with
date to
booze.
Taco Bell, and it's actually kind of cool.
They're called
It's
something
not cheap,
different.
I'll tell you.
When they
It's
serve
a little bit more,
alcohol,
not
they're
much.
the cantina. That's what the
Yeah.
It
Taco
is.
Bell
I
cantina.
went there for
something
lunch
like
and
that.
a burrito, a taco, and a Baja Blast with 2 shots of Patron.
Oh my
The
goodness.
two of us, it was $66. You used to be able to feed a softball
Wait,
team
how did you get the
Yeah.
shots of
How
Patron?
much-
because it's a
They sell-
cantina. They have booze.
How much do they charge per shot? What's their?
I have no idea. All I know is I get
It
the
sounds
bill,
expensive.
and my friend was paying it, and she goes, Is
$10
this the right
shots.
bill? And I'm going, yeah,
we
that's
should
what
go
we're getting.
there. I got a friend who lived
Oh,
on
that's
a Pacific.
crazy because it wasn't always like that. I mean, it's always been right there on the water, but
Yeah.
it wasn't the cantina. And
Well,
I
it
saw
was,
that
a,
it
it was a
remodeled.
regular Taco Bell, but in the original days, it was an A&W. So when
Oh.
Oceana played Pacifica, both teams would go there and have the Papa Burgers and
yeah.
the Mama
Yeah.
Burgers and the Sister Burgers and the Sun Burger
Fuck
and
yeah.
whatever other burgers they
Pacifica
had.
had such a small town
Mama,
feel.
Papa, and
And they still have a great bowling alley there that's going to be leveled for affordable housing.
Fuck yeah.
What about affordable bowling? There's no such thing as an affordable bowling
last
alley.
time, there's bowling alleys now that cost you like $100 to go bowling now.
Yeah, to
Like-
rent the lane, and that's just to rent
Really?
it, not counting each time you. I think they have like you have to deposit $1 for the thing to give you your ball back, or something like that.
That's,
Really?
uh,
So I
Maybe
know
they
like
don't
Lucky,
have that, but because I
like
just
Lucky
told them,
Strike, Bolero, places like that, it actually costs you like each person is like $30 a game or something
I met a woman who
instead of.
charges you $100 if you want your balls back. and
She's
stuff.
stupid.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's nice.
I
That's actually a
can't-
good deal.
I
My wife
carry-
keeps mine up on
Back.
up on a shelf in a mason
did she
jar.
polish the ball to a black
Yeah.
shine?
I carry my
But
balls.
Where
that's
did
a
she
nice
take
option
it?
to own. Is
Oh,
it like
yeah.
a lease to own kind of thing, or what is
You
it?
Hey,
said
you-
she gives it back to you?
She gives it back to you for
Where did-
$100.
Where
I
did
have
you-
not had
where
my
was
ball
it?
since 2006.
Where was it? Where did she take it?
She took
You
it
can't
bowling.
even get a
and,
cheap bowling ball anymore.
they're in a mason
You know,
jar.
My hero is the guy who invented bowling.
They're in
Because
an old mayonnaise jar on Funkin' Wagnall's
No.
porch.
My
You're-
hero- my hero is the guy who
Someone.
invented bowling because two holes was not enough on the bowling ball.
You
They
should be
changed
glad
it.
for
Three
the
holes.
guy that
He
invented
wanted
the,
three
the
holes.
gutter. Because
Yeah.
that's the only way
Actually,
you
I'm
get
pretty
rid of
proud.
it.
I'm pretty proud of myself. I do the thumb hole.
Well, now a lot of the bowling alleys are these the small bowling balls that don't have holes, and you know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
jeez.
It's like
All I
the
know
minimum-
is that people that bowl like that piss me off.
Like
There's
That's
like
just-
mini
balls.
bowling, or
Mini
something
bowling,
like that.
yeah.
The
they're-
And a
person-
lot of people, when you go to a regular bowling alley now, they don't use the fingers, or
What? They just
they only use two, or they grab it and they slam it like that. And it's,
Yeah.
Granny.
when people do that, okay, so there is a skill, and they do get consistent, and they do get accurate, and they usually kick my ass.
Yeah.
Oh, the ones that spin.
The ones that grab the ball, like I've seen them do like two-handed and go wing
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
to get,
they
like,
spin.
spin.
and stuff, and they'll go all the way over to the last board, and
then,
then
like-
It
shaboom!
hugs the gutter at the last second.
Right, and then it hits the fucking
Yeah.
headpan or whatever.
I
And-
used
and
to
it-
be in a bowling
and it
league.
pisses me off because they're really good, but I think they're cheating. I think it sucks.
Oh,
Here's an interesting
It still
bit of
takes skill.
trivia for you. The architect that designed our house used to design bowling alleys, and it's kind of weird. People go in there and they open up the closets, and the closets are 5 feet wide, but they're 80 feet long.
Right. So have you ever
Sorry.
noticed that's like one of the signs of being rich? If you have a
Have a
bowling
walk-in
alley.
closet. Oh, a
Yeah.
bowling alley. in
So
your
like the
home.
White House has a bowling alley.
Yeah.
Elvis had a bowling alley.
I think
Rich
Nixon,
people have
Nixon
bowling
put
alleys.
the bowling alley in it.
Well, not every
Yeah.
rich person. I used to be in a bowling league when I was a teenager.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I was in a bowling
That
league.
means you had friends.
Or you tried to make
I had some friends.
All that means is he didn't want to be diddled by a Boy Scout leader. That's all
Nah.
that
They
means.
kept
And
telling
then he
him they were
wanted in the
going to the
bowling alley.
Bob's Big Boy afterwards,
Nah.
and he went to the wrong one.
I was pretty good. I had somebody told me how to like spin the ball. I got pretty good, but yeah, did you hear the mall is only down to like Panda Express? There's only
Which mall?
the mall over here, the mall where
Oh,
your
this-
son used to work. The
the
Shake Shack
Center.
just closed down.
Did they?
Yeah.
I went to Shake Shack Saturday, but in Stanford. Stanford is probably the
Oh,
only
yes,
mall
Stanford.
left in the Bay Area.
Dude, I was in Palo
that's
Alto.
completely occupied.
Well, it's funny. I
No,
know
Valley
a streetwalker
Fair.
by the name Shake Shack.
Have you been in
You
Valley
do.
Fair?
I had the Big Shack, which was their version of the Big Mac. The thing is I'm ordering on this impersonal kiosk thing, and it asked me for promo code because they had a thing that got you in there. It's like $10 off. for a free Shake Shack. And my friend is ordering, he didn't know about it. And at the last second, I go on to Google and I go for promo and I got the thing, the number. And I yelled at my friend, I go, hey, enter this and this. And he'd already paid.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't give him the $10 back. And I'm arguing with the manager, this nice Chinese fellow. And I said, you know, the best managers are the ones that don't abide by the rules. You think out of the box. I go, how about this? If you can't give us a refund, what if I'm walking along and I slip and my burger flies up in the air and it hits the floor because one of your employees bumped me? You'd be making me another burger, wouldn't you? And he kind of goes, well, I guess. I go, well, why don't you just make us another burger? And, you know, we're paying for one of them got paid for. So we ended up getting 3 burgers. And my friend paid for 1. But, I mean, it was like they tried to screw us on the promo code thing. That's why they have promo codes. Because they figure a percentage of people aren't going to know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, because
they're
they
going to
email
pay full
you,
price. So this is their way of feeling good about fucking you over.
I was in
Can I
Palo
say
Alto.
that?
I was in Palo Alto.
Don't worry, we'll take it out in post.
I was in Palo Alto on Saturday too. My mom.
At the McDonald's?
No, I was at my mom's birthday. She was 79. Actually, my mom we got friends that have had the same house.
Have same birth, like
yeah. When's your mom's birthday?
It's this Friday, I think. The 12th.
Oh yeah. When's how old is your mom gonna be?
She's gonna be 73, but I think she's turning 73 again.
You think so?
I think
mom's
she's 74.
84.
You think so? That happens a lot. People they hide their
When you
age.
die, you don't age anymore. So
That
I
is
always
true.
wonder, like,
Oh yeah,
if
they
a dead person, they say, how old would they be? You know what? Well, they're as old as they were when they died. If they died at 89, 100 years later,
'cause
they're
they
still
didn't-
89. They're not 189.
Hey, have you been at Valley Fair? There's a big ass mall in San Jose called Valley Fair.
They just had a shooting down there. Who
Yeah,
wants
on
to go
Black
there?
So
Friday.
I was there
What the
during
fuck?
On
when
Black
they first
Friday.
opened Valley Fair, and it was the mid '70s.
Yeah.
And there was a local radio station by the name of KLIV.
Yeah, I know
AM,
people that worked there.
And so they had a contest. They had a hot air balloon there, and you could go up in the hot air balloon if you sang the song "Up in the Air" in My Beautiful Balloon.
Didn't they have an accident where a couple of balloons escaped and they never came
You
back?
never know. So like that one, they had there in the middle of the parking lot, and I sang it on the air, and I got to go up like 100 feet. And come back
Do
down.
they give you like a parachute
So
on
I
the
sang
balloon?
on the radio when I was like, I don't know.
What happens if there's an
And then
accident?
it
How
was-
do you get off the
that's all
balloon?
she
I'd bargain for a pair of sneakers or something. I don't know about going up in a balloon.
Oh, yeah.
I think balloons are not as safe as airplanes, which I just told you what I feel about
It's
airplanes.
full of what? It's not helium. What is it that they put in?
It's hot
there?
air.
Hot air.
But it's basically creates helium by
No, it's hot air. Hot air is lighter than cold air, so it's the difference in temperature. It's lighter than anything lighter than air will float on air.
Yeah.
So there's a fire in there.
By the way,
That's
thank
what
you for
creates the
live
hot
listen.
air.
Thank you for live listeners on all platforms. Rat, you got a message on Facebook. John Wilson says, "What up, man?" from G Money.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's
So
like
there you go.
G-Mon.
Yeah, you know, some dumb motherfucker shot up Valley Fair on Black Friday.
What?
Like, the only mall in California that's profitable, and some guy shot it up on Black
on
Friday.
Black Friday.
And I guess it was over some girl. So it was
It was
over.
a gang thing, probably.
It was over some
Bring
girl.
it down. No, bring
It was
Down,
over some
down,
girl. It was over some vagina.
Oh.
Not to blame vagina, but he was a teenager. He's not even 18. He's up there shooting people in the mall. Like Black Friday. We got to put that guy to death.
Well,
Like,
some guy did that at Tan Fran Mall, and it was like he did it in the food court, and I guess unbeknownst to these gangbangers,
yeah.
is the police department is like right outside that, and so they got in there quick, and
Yeah.
kick those guys'
Most
booties.
malls have a
Temperance.
police department inside.
No,
them.
this was actually our city police department.
No,
was in there.
They got police
And the
officers.
food court will be
Yeah.
gone. The theater will still be there. The police department will still be there.
Yeah.
But the mall, like all of them, is going to get demolished. And they're going to put what every place needs is affordable housing and a biotech center.
They had a dollar movie at the Tanforan.
Yeah.
And that's like a sign of it going down, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like when you're only paying $1 for old movies.
Well, I went there. The last movie I saw was Ford versus Ferrari. This was during the COVID era.
That's
And
a
I
while
was like
ago.
one of 3 people in there.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
I don't go to movies because I'll just buy the Blu-ray when it's out. You know, it's cheaper and you can always watch it when you want. You don't have to sit there trying to select which streaming service and then
Yeah.
going through the menu to
Everything is,
find the
like,
movie out of the
streaming.
But
millions of
isn't
choices.
it kind of bullshit?
And I like to sit there in my boxers and watch a movie. And last time I got kicked out of the cinema, so
Well, no, they got San Francisco. They got movie theaters where you can watch movies.
Well,
in
how
your
about making
boxes.
out at the cinema?
I
That's
think-
the thing.
I
It better
in the
be someone you
Castro-
know, or
I don't
you
know.
get
They
kicked
got them
out.
in L.A. I don't know. Do they still have those movie theaters in San Francisco where they show pornography? They used to have them in L.A. They got
They're
a
like
couple
on
of.
6th Street. I'm
Yeah.
They
sure.
have the little booths. I
Yeah.
remember when we were doing comedy at the Brainwash. You know, that goes back whenever. But there was a guy that literally had started on fire because I think he was trying to smoke whatever
Oh.
drug in one of those booths, and he got probably like butane on him or something
Damn.
else, and he started on fire. He ran outside the building, and literally 2 cops on the street saw him and chased him down to put him out.
But he
And then
killed,
write him
didn't
a
he?
ticket. What about the Condor
Yeah,
Club?
you're burning in public.
He
What about the
killed.
Condor
He
Club? We were
killed.
doing
He
comedy
killed.
stuff at a place down the street from it, and one of the comics mentioned that he did. They had comedy at the Condor Club. Like,
Yeah, I heard that too. I was actually a DJ for about a half a minute.
a half a minute?
A half a minute. What is that? In
I
terms
did it.
of
I did a couple gigs
human
there. I did a couple
years.
gigs there, and I was gonna get a full-time job because I got to know the GM and the GM. They have the Condor, and they have the other one, Larry Flint, which is right around the corner.
Wasn't the
Hustler or
Condor
whatever.
Club all owned like by mafia?
I think
If
it
a
probably
business
is. It
has
was.
been there long enough and survives all of the periods of financial
The
neon
downturn.
Condor's also the club where the
lights,
piano
screens.
fell on the couple.
Yeah.
But the neon
Carol
lights
Doda had her
scream.
start there with
Carol
Carol
Doda,
Doda.
the
Perfect 36.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Condor Club just looks like one of those places where you could walk in there and you'd see all these Italian guys sitting around.
I think
You know,
back
discussing
in the day, I think back in the
tribute.
day, even when
Yeah.
it was controlled. Yeah. I think
What
it
about
was.
Market Street Cinema? You ever go to Market Street Cinema?
You seem to know a lot about these pornographic places.
Wow.
Where was Market Street Cinema? Wasn't it right here?
Yeah, it was right on Market Street.
But
Yeah,
it was right near 7th, wasn't it?
yeah, around 6, 7.
I thought it was that
What is that
maybe
place
that
called?
it
The
wasn't the
Horse?
open lot. What was
I
it?
think it's
It
past.
was,
You're talking about.
No, it was
6th
like
Street.
about yeah. It used to be a strip club. Then it became the Strand down there too.
And they
Okay.
did have comedy there for a minute.
That was the
I mean,
best
Only a
strip
minute?
club.
You should
That
always
was the
have
best
that.
strip club. One woman would be taking her clothes off. There would be like 20 women just walking around. They would just sit on your lap and
and you got thrown out of all of those clubs.
no,
right?
no. It was that's how they did it. They wouldn't throw you out.
And I think at those days that was probably controlled because
Yeah.
they did. They had so many women walking around, and they would sit on your lap. They would, of course, ask you if you want a little private dance, but they'd also ask you if you party.
Oh,
Hell
And
yeah.
so they'd like, hey, you party?
And that was
Cool.
like a sign for
I got
drugs.
I got a little something for you. So if you got a lap dance, you probably got a bump.
oh.
Yeah.
You got
It-
a lap dance and a bump.
promotional-
It's like a
Did you enter the promo code?
yeah, a little promo code, 40% off. Yeah, but no, I mean, literally, that's the kind of stuff. It was
Wow.
like that, and it was very prominent, prolific. What's the word I'm looking? Out there.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
you
not the
can't even
go-kart.
drive on Market Street now unless you're a
No.
muni bus
No, you're
or
not
one of
allowed
those
to.
cars without drivers in them. The
Yeah.
ones
Like
that hit
taxi cab.
dogs.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's like, why have a strip club out there when there's no traffic to,
Well,
to
they-
tell
Well,
you
Well, you
they're
take
there?
the F train there.
Well, I guess that is that a good business model.
No.
I'm relying upon patronage
Yeah.
from people riding the Muni train.
Well, North Beach is like 10 strip clubs, right? I mean, North Beach has got on Columbus. There's like 10 of them, you know.
So does the F
Almost
train
as
go
many
up
as
there?
pizza places.
The F train goes up to the Castro, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, it goes up to
Yeah.
the Castro. I mean, how is Austin? Tell me, do you go to 6th Street in Austin?
Okay, I live in San Marcos, which is like 40 minutes from Austin, and the only time I go to Austin is to go to the VA.
Oh yeah, but you
To
gotta
go
go
see
to.
my
What
doctor.
about 6th Street? You don't go to 6th Street?
Okay, so many people were getting tickets and getting their cars towed. I was like, I'm not gonna mess with that. And
But it's 24 hours. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
it's like
oh,
I went to Austin like 10 years ago, so I remember how fun it was.
but
yeah.
you're forgetting I went to Texas to go be mom.
I understand that, but
I
So-
heard Austin was like the San Francisco of Texas,
yeah,
real
it
liberal,
really
and
is.
everyone in Texas people hate Austin, but Austin people love being in Austin.
yeah.
Yeah, they keep Austin weird.
I would go to Austin.
So San Marcos is being so close. It's a college town. The town that I live in is a college town, and
What college is out there?
Texas State.
Oh, okay.
Texas State is it's an old college. Okay. So I took my daughter to this glass bottom boat tour, and they used to have a pig that swam in the water. I know, right? Doesn't that sound cute? They don't have it.
I like
anymore.
glass bottom boats. You know, the Polish Navy has glass bottom boats.
Is that
That's so they can watch the old Navy.
You know what's the smallest room in the world? The Polish Hall of Fame.
I'm
That's it.
wow, you guys know a lot about Polish.
No,
stuff.
those were they used to have a lot of Polish jokes. You don't hear many Polish jokes anymore.
And they're really good on a one of those buns with the sauerkraut
Yeah.
and just mustard. You gotta
Yeah.
have the hot mustard.
The
We're talking about
Polish
Polish,
sausage,
right?
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think the mushrooms are kicking in because I'm starting to see all the colors.
You're starting to see all the colors coming in, right?
Look at that
What-
guy.
what
How
colors?
many heads does Chris have?
That ring light isn't even on.
The comedy day shirts are like on point this year.
What
They
about-
they tie dyed it.
No, I tied up.
Oh, you tie dyed them, but
Pretty
were they
smart.
supposed to be white?
Yeah, they were white
Okay.
If Chris
I
gets
tie-dyed
to the
them.
point where
because
you
they saved
see,
my brand on the back.
I like it. Yeah.
And I just took off my hoodie, so yeah, that and everything's all. Wow, everything got all colorful.
Oh my gosh, I miss.
it is nice and
comedy.
warm in.
I mean, you're like, oh, I missed this.
So how is the mushrooms in Texas?
Dude,
Did you?
Non-existent because they
Great
have
if you saute them.
they
A little
have-
steak.
some that are without the psilocybin. How do you say it?
Psilocybin.
Yeah.
Psilocybin.
Well, yeah,
without
they get
the-
them in the supermarket, right?
Better known as silly cider.
They
They-
probably
they-
don't
no.
have the right stuff in the dirt in Texas to
I'll
create
send you
that.
some
you
if
know,
you ever want.
it's
Let
just
me know.
What,
dirt,
hatred?
whatever it is, you
Yeah.
can grow
Let me
mushrooms in
know.
California of different
I
varieties.
think the best way to bring them on the plane is you gotta grind them up, or you like
Put them in your butt. No,
Oh,
I'm
you-
just kidding.
you cut, this is what you do. You cut it up, right? And then you put them in a sandwich and you carry the whole sandwich.
He's so high.
Because no, I bring weed all the time on planes. They don't give a. It depends where you. It depends the airport if they give
They
a
ship
fuck.
in the mail now. A lot
Yeah.
of people ship illegally. You can buy them online.
I usually just, right when I walk up to TSA, I go, this ounceless room's for you. The other one in my bag is for me.
Right.
and that works.
Mine is
No.
just all ingested.
Yeah, usually.
How about you didn't see this?
I've never had. I only had a problem with TSA because somehow there's like some metal thing near my crotch.
Oh.
Yeah, they always like to touch me in the crotch. I don't know what it is. They
Do you-
scan it
you put something there so that they
No,
will.
I-
They
because
take a picture.
I got
they go, "What's that
sweatpants,
tiny thing
and
there?"
sweatpants always have like
oh
metal
yeah,
things.
that's right. The little.
They're
thing
like-
at the end of the.
Yeah,
tie.
but every time I fly at SFO now because Spirit doesn't fly to Oakland anymore. I gotta go to Frontier. But yeah, every time on they're like, I
Spirit
know.
doesn't fly to Oakland anymore.
Oh, there's
Nah.
you said the word 3 times. I just wanna fly high.
Yeah, they always put their hand
Put
on
my
my
arms
crotch.
around you, baby.
And then they
Put
ask
my
me if I want to
arms
go to
around-
her room. I'm like, no, do it right here. Do it.
For everybody to see.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't give
there
a
was some
fuck.
guy
Do
in,
it
I don't know
right
if it
here.
was in Vegas or what, but they wanted to do a inspection of him because they couldn't find something, so he took all his clothes off there.
Yeah.
So there, inspect away.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
shove that flashlight up
I
my
guess
ass
that's
if you
one
dare.
way to do
I mean,
it.
people do. People put all kinds of weird shit in their body.
You know, I didn't even visit my son. I just got here and I saw my mom, but I came straight here. You guys
been
are
here
the
like you've been here like 2 hours. What
yeah,
you,
I got here 10 o'clock this.
You haven't even seen
do
your
you,
mom yet.
what,
I
is-
saw my mom, but I haven't seen my son.
doesn't he work at Trader Joe's?
Yeah,
or?
I should have gone and visited him.
Well, you can.
But he didn't.
You got all week. Does he know you're here?
You know, I thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. It was like I never left. It was
Yeah.
Wait, you left?
I know, right? But I'm a bit of a square now. I'm like, my tolerance is on a whole different
Oh,
level.
yeah.
I'm actually like, I was trying to join the church choir, and there's
Well, that's good.
there's things that they make you do, like not do bad things.
No, that's not like
I've been
bad
banned
things.
from all churches. They won't allow me in there anymore.
Which
Oh
church?
man,
All of them.
What religion are you in? Are you like a?
Christian.
Okay, I would have thought you were a Baptist.
Oh,
Which Christian though? There's like
non-denominational.
1,500 different sub
I like
dialects of Christian
non-denominational.
churches. There's the Church of Chevrolet Hubcaps, for God's sakes, you know.
I'm
Then
Christian.
there's a church of
I was
mushroom.
born Christian. That's my real name, but I Americanized it to Chris. I feel bad about it too.
As
Christian.
compared to Christopher.
Christian.
I feel, if I was like 20 something now, they probably wouldn't let me change it now because now they're like, you got to be more ethnic, son. But back then, nobody gave a fuck what you
Yo,
did. But
there's-
now they're like, be ethnic. You got to be ethnic.
There's
Not
a chick
anymore,
out
not
here
in
that goes
Trump
by
states.
Christian. Her
Yeah.
name is Christian.
My mom's last name is Valenzuela, and my mom's friends are named Martinez, but they're all Chileans, and they're afraid of ice. And I told them if my last name was Valenzuela Martinez, I'll be freaked out over ice too.
I'm
But
afraid.
I
of
will
this.
My
protect
last name
you.
is Schiapacasa, and then I'm not. You know why I'm not afraid of ice? Because if they
You
fucking
tell them you
deported
know
me,
Enoch.
They'll send
Enoch's
you-
not
I would-
afraid of ice.
If they deported me, I would go back to Amsterdam where I
You
came
know my
from.
favorite kind of ice? Crushed.
Crushed ice.
Or no, I like my drinks with no ice.
Crushed ice.
Well, I mean, they might mess around and send me to the Philippines. I can't even afford a flight to the Philippines.
Well, that's
Shit
why
like
you have to
that.
go to guys like me who are
They won't
white.
send you
No,
to the
they
won't
Philippines,
mess
they'll
with
send you to the
us.
Philippines.
I think they pay for it, don't
Maybe
they?
Thailand or
don't-
something.
They
by
don't make you
accident.
pay. They just put you on a plane. And
Yeah,
tell
they
you get
put
the-
like 800 of you on
Yeah.
a C-17.
They'll probably
with
make you
like
swim
5
to the
toilets.
Philippines.
You don't want to be that person.
But they wouldn't deport you. You were born here, weren't you? Or-
I was, but they're still making mistakes. They still send people. like,
What's
mistakenly-
the
Oh, yeah.
secretary for Trump? What's her name? Carol Levitt.
Yeah.
One of her relatives got,
Damn.
and she
Got
was
deported.
I guess somewhat Hispanic. but-
Somewhat.
Well, because
Um,
isn't she from? I forget.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I-
you're right. She comes from a Hispanic or Spanish nation.
Yeah, well, I mean, I saw a
forget
pic-
where. Is it?
I
Chile?
saw a
It's
picture
not
of her.
Chile, it's
I
not,
saw a picture of her. She's Hispanic, but the thing is, did Trump or any of them stick up for her? No.
Well, you know why though, and I'm starting to think that was maybe a setup because Caroline Levitt is like the godmother to like her nephew, which they're currently in a custody battle,
Oh.
and they think maybe this was some sort of retaliation
Maybe.
to separate the mom from the child, and now the other person's gonna get the
Dirty.
kid. Isn't that fucked?
That's dirty.
If I got-
That's dirty, fucked up shit because
Yeah.
they said something about when this is whoever was reporting on it that I was watching, they said something about they think it was a setup because she was on her way to go pick up the child like from school or from some point, so they knew, and they even pulled her over or got her in her car and they were unmarked people, and they even said, "Aren't you so and so?" They identified her before she produced ID.
Yeah.
So they were like,
So
they
it's a
knew who
setup.
they were getting.
Well, but yeah, people
I used to
call.
work at a company that got involved in doing that stuff. Facial recognition is all my old company's fault. I used to work for a company called Palantir, and they changed their name, but no, they didn't. They continued doing.
No,
But
They
no, they
continued
didn't.
doing the work for 30 years. They started out, the thing you go to Office Depot
This is great.
or Staples and you buy a thing called a scanner.
This
That's
is
what they
things that our
started
fucking
with. They
screenplays
started
are made
with
from.
they started with text scanning, but the technology improved to the point where they could take figures, character lines on your face, your eyes, and it got to the point where they could match that and identify people on the spot. That's why when if ICE pulls you over, these fucking fucking Proud Boys idiots, and that's what they are. They're Proud Boys and Oath Keepers because no police force would hire these dumb fucks.
Okay,
They're doing this, and they're getting you on that software
Well,
that
they even
identifies
said
you.
they even admitted that Pokemon Go was actually to
Oh,
gather intelligence on where things were.
Geocaching.
Yeah.
And so here's the thing. I
Damn.
watched too many fucking movies, and I'm not a deep state guy. I'm not a conspiracy theory guy. But if all of a sudden Enoch the Great goes missing, or something,
Well, they
we know,
won't
like,
touch me because I know too much.
no, the AI is gonna get you. So
No.
this is what fucking great screenplays are made from.
They
This is a fucking great.
there's people.
By the way, I'm
This
making
is
a
the
note for
last
this.
time we
There's
saw.
people in
I'm making
this.
notes of
There's
this.
people in this world that know that they can't go missing because there's things called information bombs. So if anything happens to them,
Bongs?
Bond.
information bombs, anything happens to
Bombs.
them, all of a sudden, all these people that made that bad thing happen are going to have even worse things happen to them.
Hey, the
We
police.
don't have sound effects.
The
for
police
PCs.
use scanners on the license plate.
That's your sound.
They just drive around. They scan.
and that's
people's
why you
license
should
plates.
get that spray that opaques it out. So
No,
you don't
no,
have to.
they'll arrest you.
What, the who
they
farted
find you
spray?
with that.
No,
yeah.
there's a spray that you could put on your license plate.
That'll
to
Oh,
defeat
deflect
that
those.
lines it out.
And
yes.
you know what? They can't do anything about it because you know what? Your car is parked outside. Some neighbor could go up there as a joke and do that, you know?
But
Yeah.
a lot of the newer cars have like OnStar like GPS chips in them that
Yeah.
that put out your
Well,
VIN.
they're
no,
not-
hold on. That put out your VIN number.
Yeah.
So even when you cross through most modern toll plazas
They
like
know.
the San Mateo Bridge, it still knows it's your fucking car, even if
Oh,
it doesn't
yeah.
see your plate. Your plates could fall off. It
Oh,
will
it's like
still
a
go, hey, your
tracking.
VIN number just went through.
I don't think they're doing VIN tracking.
I think
I don't know. They're
I
not
think-
at that point yet.
if you
Well,
want to
no,
be
that's-
careful,
Don't give them the idea.
No,
Erase,
that's what everything's
erase
trying-
that from the show.
No, but that's what they've been doing. That's
Yeah.
how they correlate. So there's people that they're fast track. If they own a fast track, the battery's out, or they don't have it in the car, or they don't have it in the right place. And there's also those same people that their license plate falls off the front or the back, or they just bought a new car, so there's paper plates, or
yeah.
it literally it tags like it knows your GPS just went.
But the
off.
thing is, they won't send you a notice in the mail showing a blank license plate. I got one of
they'll
these.
just say you went
I,
through on this date and time.
I got
you
an
owe
I got
$8.50.
an SFMTA courtesy notice for going over 11 miles an hour in a certain spot
I
near
know a
the
person
zoo.
that's been. I know a person
And
that's been.
it had my
returned.
license plate there in complete. You know, I could read it. You know, it saw it.
I know an individual that refuses to pay any kind of tolls, either bridge or I can go on any lane in this freeway. I don't care if that says commuter lane and it's going to cost me $3.50.
Yeah.
He does it anyway because the individual doesn't drive with a driver's license. He thinks that you can't.
But they track you. They track you either way.
He still gets tickets. He still has to go to court, but then he has to
Yeah.
exert his right that apparently you can still operate a vehicle
I know
As long as
somebody.
you're of age
Does
and
he
not
live in a
under the
ranch with one of these bomb
Wow.
shelters and all this other stuff?
Well,
Survivalist
you're
things?
half right. He lives in the valley, but
Yeah.
you're right. But part of it is just and he would explain it a lot better than I could. But
I know.
it's basically a human rights issue that you
Yeah.
actually every time you get a driver's license in any state, you're entering into a contract
With that state.
with that state, and if you actually don't do that, all they can do is give you a little parking ticket if you get busted, as long as you're not under the influence or you're not doing something malicious.
That's right. Because if you don't have a driver's license, I've seen it where somebody got a DUI and they didn't have a driver's license in that state. They made him get a driver's license in that state so that they
You
can
track them.
Yeah.
they can
Watch 'em.
punish him with
Well, he
the
probably
DUI.
thought, he goes, if I don't have a driver's license,
To
they
get a
can't-
license just to
they-
take
they
it
can't-
away.
Yeah.
They can't charge me. I know what you're talking about. The people that do that think if you don't have a driver's license, they can't charge you with driving under the influence because technically you haven't agreed with the state.
Yeah.
But
You
you're
were
driver.
going to, right?
You're not a driver.
So
you're,
there's some legal stuff to stand on there, but I'm telling you, the last thing I want to do when I'm getting pulled over is argue with a police officer.
I know somebody who
you
had.
should say
And
nothing.
I'm a middle-aged white guy.
I know
I-
somebody who got like a bridge pass. They made out a bridge pass in her name, and they kept getting charged.
Oh damn.
They would they got one in her name,
What was
and
it for?
they got charged. Well, if you go on the bridge, you need the bridge pass thingy, you know.
Does that mean you could
The
pass
fast track.
freely
The fast
without?
track. Yeah, they got a fast track in her name, and they kept using it for a
Oh,
year.
that's fucked up.
And then she got a bill one day.
yeah, them bills can add
Yeah,
up.
and she's like, what the fuck is this? I don't cross this.
And then there was a
bridge."
scam over the last year or two that people were getting texts
Oh,
that
yeah.
said, "Hey, by the way, you
You
haven't
owe
paid your
toll."
fast track," because
Yeah.
during the pandemic, of course they got rid of all the attendants in the booths.
Yeah.
They let everybody go through. They started giving people notices in the mail, and if you didn't have a fast track, normally they would have sent you 1 or 2 notices that you went through. Now they were letting you go for like 6, 12 months. And then all of a sudden, your registration comes up, and
Oh,
they go, "Oh,
shit.
by the way, you still have $1,000 in tolls that you need to pay before you can renew your car registration or your driver's license."
Oh,
Do you
my
know
goodness.
that when the original agreement for building the Golden Gate Bridge was signed upon, and I mean this thing went
Yeah, it
on.
was supposed to pay for all
Well,
the roads, right?
Well,
for
no. They said that
tolls?
once the bridge was paid for, that there was not supposed to be toll.
Right. And
Oh,
still,
yeah.
The
here
thing
it
is, they didn't take into account. There's a thing called maintenance.
Yeah, I mean,
And
And
Dang
almost every piece of steel on that bridge, except for the main cables, has been replaced or modified. It's not what you look out there, like you got your picture of the Blue Bridge there.
Right.
None of that steel, except for the cables.
It's the original
The
existing from
every
34.
plate on those towers
Have been
has been
replaced.
replaced pretty much. Back before the '86 earthquake, they were doing this thing on the road deck. They were cutting out like
I gotta
50-foot
show you this
lengths,
picture, go ahead.
one lane wide, and they cut these sections out. And they were putting new sections. The whole deck was replaced.
You want to see the
yeah.
craziest picture you ever seen? Keep going, though.
What, me?
Yeah.
Not me in the shower, I hope,
No, not that one.
I
because
think-
that's all
I will
over
show
the.
that one again.
That's all over the web. Chris
Yeah.
keeps looking at it.
Oh yeah, I mean, you did do nude modeling, didn't you, for art? Weren't you
Well,
like-
I still
Art.
do, but this is post-processing.
I was trying to
There's
buy.
pre.
I'm trying
there's
to buy.
So let me read something
I'm
for
trying
you.
to buy a painting.
Wait a
of you
minute.
nude.
Important thing.
Let me
here.
read this off to you. During the Golden Gate Bridge's 50th anniversary celebration in 1987, a massive crowd of an estimated 300,000 to 800,000. That's a pretty big jump of about 500,000.
648.
People caused the bridge to sag about 7 feet,
Oh,
flattening
shit.
it. Okay, I want to show you this picture.
Yeah, I remember that
hold
day.
on, where is it?
I remember when they had the 50th anniversary and stuff.
Did you say flattening it?
Yeah.
There's a thing called a catenary. It
Uh-huh.
uncatenaryed. It was flat.
Oh shit.
Hold
Have
on.
you ever seen original pictures of what the Golden Gate Bridge was supposed to look like?
No.
Oh God, I'll have to have Paul look this up.
So let me
That's
see.
there. It hasn't flattened there.
Oh
There's
my
a sign. I know which
gosh.
picture you're looking at.
I know which one I'm looking for, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. So there's a part where you like actually look at the bridge and you can see it has arches, but then when they get all those people on it, that's pretty flat. But that's still not it. There's a part where
No.
Well, it's not only the thing they flattened it, but these guys started swaying back and forth.
Dang.
And when the
Yeah.
bridge was flattened, they started moving it like this.
Oh my gosh.
And
No, that's just too
these
much.
people never heard of the Tacoma Narrows Bridge, which was in
Did it collapse?
Washington. Yes, the bridge had only been open for like a few weeks, and they had these 70-mile-an-hour winds, and it was
Oh
very
my
thin
gosh.
bridge. They didn't. You look at the Golden Gate Bridge; it's got this thickness to it. That's what keeps it somewhat rigid.
Is that like from the Mothman prophecies? I'm just kidding. I
No,
was like,
no, it's just.
That is-
It's like,
something-
people are
I-
goddamn dumb.
Remember
and,
the
and
bridge to
build
nowhere?
things that are unsafe, like airplanes.
Remember the bridge to
Airplanes.
nowhere? They were building some bridge in Alaska called
The bridge to nowhere.
the bridge to nowhere because the government wanted to spend money.
Aren't they doing the train in Central Valley?
Oh yeah, the train. You know they're building a train from LA to Vegas, which is pretty good. But yeah, they've been trying to build a train from LA to San Francisco for years.
Yeah,
we-
but they're going to Fresno and Bakersfield. Who
Well,
wants to go there?
well, Fresno
All I
people
know is
people would go to work. People would go to work from Fresno here.
I got on that BART and I was in San Francisco in no time.
Yeah.
I came from San Francisco Airport,
there's the
hit
bridge.
South San Francisco and everything.
Carol.
I heard Bart had some screw up this morning. There was like,
No way.
they said you couldn't get from Fremont on like the red line to Daly City.
There's
was
always
something like that.
something going
Why
on
would
with
you
Bart.
want to go from Fremont to Daly City in the first
Is
place?
this the
But-
Because you
that
got to
bridge
go
you
to
were talking about?
people go to work. If you're on BART in the morning, it's full of people who have jobs. That's why I avoid going BART in the morning because they look at me like I'm just
You're
scum.
talking about after they've kicked the homeless people off the BART train.
Well, yeah, I mean they do kick.
They end
homeless
up in
people out.
Millbrae.
You notice there's a sign that says no aggressive panhandling, so
Yeah.
you should only do gentle.
Don't they have signs?
panhandling.
Don't they have signs up there?
Please.
Please do not urinate in the seats.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
If they don't, they should.
Well, the seats used to be like so.
Plastic.
They used to be not before they were plastic. They had some seats. I forgot what they were called, like regular seats. So
Oh, they had cushion.
yeah. Now it's all plastic. So the liquid stains can't get
Oh,
through.
that's gross.
But before it used to be like, yeah, it used to be like regular. I like the old BART. I like the old BART trains.
I
they
like
were a
how
lot
you're
more
focused on
comfy.
this.
The new ones aren't that
Both-
comfy as
both
that.
ways, yeah.
I
The
did.
older
I just
one.
did Google Golden Gate Bridge catenary, and it's giving me a bunch of engineering.
Hell
things.
yeah.
Look at the bridge swaying here. You can see the bridge swaying.
Yeah, that was the idiots who got everybody to
This-
start move to the left, move to the right, move to the left, and then it could have been like the biggest mass murder in history.
Oh
Well,
my
That
gosh.
bridge was within a couple of percentage points of collapsing.
We're only-
They
Hell
did
no.
more damage.
And people took their kids.
They did more damage to the Golden Gate Bridge on that day with that bridge walk than the 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake.
Wow.
Well,
The bridge,
we're like 2
the
years
towers
away.
moved.
We're 2
they
years
moved
away from
11
it happening
feet.
again.
Each tower moved 11
What?
feet towards the other. That's 22 feet in. I mean, and the plates were buckling on that. I mean, it.
Oh no.
You talk about Hollywood movies that have shown the bridge collapsing from like what was the one with The Rock where the tsunami hits it, and
Oh my
there was the other
goodness.
superheroes movie where the guy like picks up the bridge and puts it on Alcatraz. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's just 2014. Why do they look like they're so old?
No, it's
No, this
amazing.
is
That's when
1989.
That's when it was.
Oh,
No,
that's
no,
what I was
20,
like.
that 1937. This okay, so
87.
so it was before the Loma Prieta quake
Yeah, it
that
was
they
right
did
before.
this.
So the 100th
And this
anniversary is
Golden
in
Gate Bridge,
37.
not the Bay Bridge.
So
Okay.
in 37 is going to be the 100th anniversary I counted it wrong.
Well,
I thought,
we'll probably not even
I
be
thought-
alive.
but that-
so.
I
You
think,
know what? If we're alive, let's meet out there in the middle of the bridge.
fuck yeah.
We'll stop
Uh.
traffic. We'll throw like potatoes or something at them, and we'll walk out in the middle of the bridge and say, "This is our 100th anniversary celebration."
Oh, I made a deal with somebody to meet them when they legalized marijuana. But has
But you
marijuana
forgot-
even been legalized yet? I mean,
Isn't it here?
it depends.
It
you know?
depends. Hey, I just came from Texas where it's THCA and it sucks. Okay,
The
let me take that
THCA
back.
is pretty good. Isn't
THCA
it?
is great if you
THCA
smoke it.
THCA is okay. It works. It does the job. But
And edibles, you have Delta 9 or whatever.
yeah, but
What is Delta
I
9?
miss the
Synthetic
smell of
THC.
some good weed, like the stuff that you presented earlier. It just smelled so good.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh,
the
Cali.
It's true.
Paul,
Every
here's the,
time I go to
here's
Las
the
Vegas
original Golden Gate Bridge.
and I smoke
Google
a joint,
original Golden Gate
they all
Bridge, and you'll see
the
this
people
picture.
always
It
come up to me and try and
appears-
get weed out of me
most
because
people have
Cali
never
weed.
seen
Cali
that.
weed is so good. The Emerald Triangle and stuff is so good. The best weed in the world.
Vegas weed is always dry to me.
Well, yeah, because it's a dry area.
It's a dry area,
It's
and
a
like
dry area.
they can't even keep their weed like undry.
When I was down there, I went to
Moist.
Cookies.
Is it like Arizona weed?
Yeah.
Is Arizona weed that way?
I don't know. I don't smoke weed.
I just
You know
oh,
why
yeah,
it's so
that's right.
dry? Because it comes
Here's
out of
the original
here.
Golden Gate Bridge.
It comes out of
No.
here.
These
Oh.
people were definitely smoking weed.
Oh,
Yeah.
it
Is that hideous or what?
is.
You
And
know,
so that's the design. That actually wasn't,
That's the original Golden Gate Bridge. If
but
you
that's
put
the
that up there-
design of it.
Yes. So for the benefit of our viewing audience of 5 or 6 people.
yeah, imagine.
Wow, you're pretty optimistic.
Imagine-
That's what I love about you, you know.
Okay, but I mean, okay, Joseph.
But some of our viewers are
My
the
mom
size
might
of
be
5 or
watching.
6. So.
Joseph Strauss was the
Sorry.
original. He was the promoter of the Golden Gate Bridge. He basically
yes.
was.
Strauss?
He was known for doing cantilever bridges,
Yeah.
which is this bit. You know, the Old Bay Bridge, the part.
You
that
know, after he
collapsed.
perfected it, they called it the cantilever.
Yes.
Because he can.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
anyway,
Oh,
there was
stop.
many reasons why this was rejected. One was the Navy.
What do
figured
you mean, you know?
this was
can't
like
leave?
the top of
I
the
can leave her.
bridge.
I can
Is
leave
that
her for
more-
The
sure.
top of the
to
bridge
look-
would have been so low to water. The Navy knew that they needed to have ships.
I
to
have
get
to
through
map it
there.
in.
So it
There's
wasn't
that.
structurally sound.
Well, the thing is, they didn't at the time suspension bridges with the knowledge they had. They didn't have supercomputers.
So
They
what
had,
was the name of the San Francisco Bay?
San Francisco?
No, because it wasn't San Francisco.
It was
originally.
Yerba Buena.
Thank you.
Yerba
Okay,
Buena.
yes, I lived directly west
There you go.
of where Gaspar di Portola was the first
Yeah.
European to see the San Francisco Bay.
No, I'm a peon after this bird, not European.
We'll all be peeing. But I mean,
Yeah.
I mean the
Oh, my
Europeans. They first saw the bridge just west of where I live, and they looked over, and you know the native Indians, Americans, whatever you want to call them, then the Ohlone Indians. I think
Yes.
they were.
That is correct.
They had hosted these Spaniard explorers, and the Spaniards are trying to explain. They're trying to find Monterey Bay.
They were out
And
all
they
out
actually
here
went-
all alone.
They
Oh,
went
lonely.
past Monterey Bay, and so the best they could translate was these idiots from wherever are trying to find a big body of water, and so
yeah.
they must mean this, and so they took them up on the hill. They go, is that what you're looking for? You know, and that was
Yeah.
when the Europeans they came here. But I mean, this was like Joseph Strauss had designed cantilever bridges. There was a guy. The guy that should get credit for the Golden Gate Bridge is an engineer named Charles Ellis. He
Right.
did all the mathematical calculations. No computers, no PC ATs or XTs or Apples or Macs. I mean, this was all done on, there it is, all done on slide rules. And he resolved the catenary equations to make this not possible. It's like, that is hideous. Can you imagine being over there enjoying a game of naked volleyball at Baker Beach and having to look at that.
You know, but if you think about it, it very reminiscent of the new design of the Bay Bridge. The
It's
back end of
very
the Bay Bridge.
reminiscent of a piece of shit from the like. No public money is gonna fund
I was
this.
thinking that like the newer bridges, they get all different like this.
That looks like it would fall over in the first 60-mile-an-hour gale.
I'm
wind.
just
I mean,
upset
it
that
just-
Enoch doesn't invite me for nude volleyball. You never said, Chris, come and play nude volleyball.
because it would empty the beach. That's why.
You guys are going crabbing later, right?
We're going crabbing.
You're
That
going
was a,
crabbing.
that was a
I'm
joke.
actually going lobstering. I prefer
Lobster.
lobsters to crabs.
But
They
there's
have
no
lobsters
lobsters out here.
There are plenty of them. You just have to know where to look.
What?
No, there's no lobsters
I know
in the
Are they
ocean.
just-
I know
Oversized
plenty of a couple
crawfish.
old crabs around here. Hold on.
There's no lobsters in this area. No.
Hey, all I hear is food.
Chris
That
is
sounds
full of
No,
delicious.
sea
because
lions
I remember
crabs,
that
I
you
hear.
used to go to the you see
Isn't
lobsters,
that the most
right?
hideous
Yeah.
looking thing you've ever seen?
It,
I
it-
mean,
Not
if
really.
they had built that,
it doesn't.
I
look
think
like it'll-
ships would have gone out of their way to crash into
Yeah.
it to knock it down.
I've seen some pretty bad dick pics,
Well,
so that's
You know
not
the
as hideous
the
thing
Bay
I've ever
Bridge and the
seen.
Golden Gate Bridge were built around the same time and stuff. you
Well, we
know?
never would have had the fame of the Golden Gate had that thing been built. Because if you'd sent pictures of that, postcards
Oh yeah.
at
no.
airports, people would be laughing.
It
San
wouldn't be
Francisco would have been a laughing stock.
People come from all over the world just to look at the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, I didn't.
They really think it's golden. I'm like, it's not fucking
It's
golden.
international orange.
It's not golden and stuff. Like the Statue of Liberty is
It's rust.
copper. That's why it looks all green because it rusted. You know, it rusted.
It didn't rust. It
You're
got
right.
patina.
It
The
got-
word is patina. Patina is a respectful word.
Patina is just
Rust
one way of
is
saying it's worth more
disrespectful.
money. It's just a word
Patina.
made up to convince you it's art when it's just rusted. It's fucking rusted, goddamn it.
Well, I
It's
like.
rusted.
One man's
She's
art.
like, Paul, all these wrinkles and liver spots, and I'm like, it's patina, darling.
Yeah.
It's
Patina.
One man's art is another man's piece of garbage.
That's fucking
Rust
true.
is what you say is a disrespect.
That is fucking. You always hear about people buying some stupid painting in a garage sale and it's worth millions of dollars.
I have to tell you, the worst art I've ever seen when I had my junior college art history class, and she's doing a slideshow. This was before laptops and big monitors, screen with the projector and little slides that you put
the
in there.
overhead.
I know
They
I'm
called it the
dating
overhead
myself.
projector, right.
You're dating
Anyway,
yourself.
This one, we go past a few
It's time you
pieces of
start dating
well,
somebody
we
else.
go
goddamn.
past a few pieces of art, and we're like we're stunned. Ooh, that's nice. Well, she's saying who the artist was, and a slide shows up where it's like. First, we thought it was a blank spot where they missed the slide. It was like 5 pieces of paper placed on top of another. It's like, each one's a slight different tone of white. There's a million shades of white. And it's like, and they call that art. I go, you gotta be kidding me. And I told the teacher, I go, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This is not art. And she was like saying, well,
Who is the teacher here?
I don't know. I remember she gave me a C- on my art
The
project.
fuck, a C-.
And I did a study on.
It's because your pee-pee was
I did
too
a
small.
study on the Fleischacker
You needed to
estate
give yourself
in Woodside, which was the most expensive real estate
You gotta
ever
give yourself
sold.
a bigger pee-pee when you're
And she
making
didn't
a
understand.
painting.
I didn't identify it as Romanesque or this or that. I go, it's arts and crafts movement. It's the Green and Green brothers.
Oh yeah.
Very famous architects. And she didn't know this. I go, well, you know what? This is a case where the student is teaching the teacher. And I gave the same report to my architecture professor. He goes, this is an A+ student thing. Everything is subjective. One teacher thought because it didn't meet their viewpoint of the world, this is C- work. And the other goes A+.
Yeah.
So you know what? Some teachers are great. Other
Some
teachers are
suck.
full of shit.
That reminds
So
me. Have you been a
fast.
MoMA lady? They got an exhibit of the Is it the cause? What the fuck is the cause?
Wasn't it the guy that was the comedian that like raped all these women?
No, that's Bill Cosby, fool. They got some exhibit. I keep seeing pictures of it, but I'm like, what the fuck is that? But it's a. Have you been a MoMA lately? I haven't been a
No.
MoMA in years.
Do
like,
they charge you to go
they're
there?
right
Right?
by here too, aren't
Yeah, it's
they?
by
Like,
You
Yerba
get a
Buena.
refund if you don't like the art.
well, no, I think one day a month
It's
they
cheap.
it's
I mean, it's
free,
free.
but
Cheap.
You endor-
I normally go for my veterans.
Yeah, but you have to
discount.
like do SF Fun Cheap to find out what it's free. And by the
no,
time you go there, it's
yeah.
like a week late.
Yeah, I
That
don't
makes
know. But I went to the Jewish Museum. They got a Jewish museum. I went to the Stanley Kubrick exhibit a couple of years ago. When there's
And tell me an example of Jewish art.
well, no, I mean Stanley Kubrick. See, that's Jewish art. The Jewish Museum. I think it's right. It's right near the Metreon. It's right across.
I thought
There's
the
a lot of
Jewish
Jews.
art would be like a statue of
Aren't you Jewish?
statue of David but circumcised.
Aren't you Jewish? Shouldn't you know about the?
No,
Jewish
I
museum?
have a half Jewish daughter, but otherwise I am not
Jewish.
kosher at all.
When was the last?
Anything in my
Wait.
kitchen, if I'm making chili, it goes in the pot. I don't give a damn if it's kosher.
Hell yeah.
What makes it kosher? Do they?
I
pray
have
over
no
it?
idea.
They clean it. They clean it a certain. Oh, it's got to
Certain-
be certain.
Well,
meats.
you know, people. There's things that made sense back in their days, like circumcision. It was a matter of hygiene. People didn't know that you should take a fucking bath to
Yeah.
keep clean. And you like hooving animals, goats, and things like that.
People
you know,
don't take
Arabic
baths
people
every day.
didn't eat those
in the
animals
third
because
world.
there was possible health issues. But we have the FDA now, so you know what? Eat fucking pork and don't get your dick cut off. Wash your fucking self. This is called modern times.
And they
And that's
got.
been a PSA.
They have a
from the
party
Junkyard Rat
too.
show.
They have a party when they do the foreskin cut, don't they? They have a party. They invite the relatives just to see a baby's dick get cut off.
Wait,
or
are
something.
they
That is
babies
good.
or are they?
That's
grown?
very sick sounding.
No, they do the babies. They
A
cut off
brisk.
the breast. They do a party.
And they use
I'm
the
there.
oil.
I've never been there, but if I ever decide to get circumcised, I'm gonna invite you, Joe Mama. Would you come to a party and watch me get circumcised? I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine how do you circumcise it because it's all connected, isn't it?
It's
Like
all connected.
it's like it's all one thing. Where do they cut the foreskin? I mean, my
That's
foreskin.
why they have when you're younger.
When
Yeah.
you're a
They even
baby.
have a person in the tools and the
Oh,
The
yeah.
boil. You know,
the
that's
oil,
like
the
a
guy
that's a
comes in.
disgusting sounding thing. Like I say, you know, I worked with a company of all international people. There was people of Arabic descent, Jewish descent.
It's called
Russians, and
Silicon
whatever.
Valley.
Yes.
Fool.
And you know what? I had a couple of Jewish engineers, and we used to go out and get lunch. And this one guy, he used to love the ham and Swiss sandwich.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like you're not supposed to eat ham if you're kosher. But it's like a lot of them get to the point. It's like that was like thousands of years ago.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with ham now or pork or this and that. Granted, you know what?
No, you know what
Some
it
of the
is?
best chicken I've ever had is halal chicken.
Oh yeah.
But there has to be things in cultures that you preserve, but you also have to identify that
What's
what
hogwash?
this made sense at its time, but
The-
as
Right.
people
It looks like you
progress-
didn't let religion stop
And
you from
technology.
eating. Yeah.
I don't like religion.
Yeah.
Religion
It
is
looks like
probably.
You never let religion stop you from eating.
Let me tell you something about religion. Religion was one of the worst inventions ever by humanity, and I can speak from
When
experience.
is Hanukkah anyway?
Let me finish here. I can speak
Isn't
from
Hanukkah coming
experience
up? Or?
because one of my ancestors invented the invention. And this
Jesus-
is one of those things that
Jesus-
should have not been invented.
Was it Jesus? Are you related to Jesus?
I'm going far back in the family lineage.
Are you related to Jesus?
Wait,
No,
I
no,
want
no,
to touch
this is
back on the
before
pork
that.
stuff because the pork stuff, there's a reason. Like some people don't know how to cook pork. all the way. And when you don't cook it all the way, parasites
Exactly.
and such come out. That's why
Chicken too.
So-
Chicken
so
is bad for
to
you.
anything.
avoid it, they just say don't eat it at all because
Yeah.
people don't know how to cook it.
Well, and then
Yeah.
also, like Enoch was saying, is that back then they didn't have the proper refrigeration and preservative techniques.
Don't
and
you
stuff
need,
like
like,
that.
two
I have
sinks?
got mayonnaise
Yeah,
jars
to clean.
You need two
from
sinks.
2014 used by June 23rd that I've opened up,
No.
and they're fine because it's never been exposed to oxygen.
That's true. but
Once
yeah.
that food has been processed and packaged properly,
Yeah.
they have to put an expiration date on there just because the FDA has to make
Well,
something
weed
up.
has expiration
They don't want to tell
dates.
you the
Weed?
truth that
Yeah.
this food can survive for thousands of years because it probably can. There's been
Marijuana's got
Big
expiration
Macs
dates.
that have
Yeah.
been
No.
found
Yeah,
that
it's
were
true.
made 30 years
It's
ago that
true.
are molecularly the same today.
Well, there's people that that have rice that they keep rice in the right climate and stuff like
yeah,
that, and it's
'cause it
supposed to
could
be good
grow.
for years.
Yeah, yeah. Weed has
You
expiration
know what I've had
date.
trouble with is boll weevils. I wanted to try out cauliflower pasta, and I bought some of this shit. And I made one, and I didn't like it because it wasn't as soft. I went to the other one. I took it out of my pantry, and it had all these little black bugs in it. Turns out boll weevils is
Yeah.
what they are.
Yeah.
And like in the ancient days, boll weevils would infest flour and shit.
Right.
I discovered,
kinda
you know
grain,
why
right.
tortilla chips, you go to buy a bag of Tostitos or
Oh,
whatever,
No, I don't.
and they have these little dots in them.
Right.
It's boll weevils. When they cook the corn flour up to make tortilla,
Yeah.
there's gut, don't feel sick.
Well,
There's
that's
people
why
in Southeast Asia that eat boiled
Well,
scorpions
so that
and
would
bull
devastate.
and beetles.
That could just devastate a crop after it's been farmed, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
in a silo.
And it's
if
all
boll
yeah.
weevils.
it's
get
all
it?
protein. I
What-
mean, I've
What
been
about
looking-
what about the beer? Don't you know there's bugs in your beer?
No, there's not.
There's bugs in your
Because
fucking
the
beer.
process of making beer purifies it.
Have you had pisco? Have you had pisco?
Pisco?
Pisco is an alcohol from South America. My
I
mom
don't drink South
my mom
American
went to the
alcohol.
Total Wine store. Is it called Total Wine?
I don't drink alcohol from South America
There's a
because I
big.
can't get
Well,
any.
let me tell there's a big ass store called Total Wine. It's
Big
like
ass. Like you go in there and the store has an ass
it's
that blocks you from getting through the door.
there's I don't know there's
It's a double door.
yeah. I mean
You
there's
need a triple
no.
door. I gotta tell you, Costco is the place that pisses me off.
Let him finish or he'll explode.
Finish.
so my mom went out there and bought some pisco. but
Peace.
Total Wine these stores are like the 3 times the size of Bevmo. There's maybe like 5 of them all around the Bay Area.
Well, I like tasted more.
You gotta go
Bevmo.
find one. I think that's where you gotta look for it. It's called Total Wine. But yeah, my mom had to go buy some pisco for a party. But yeah, you should try pisco next time you're in
I've
there.
heard that word.
I'm sorry. I just
It's a
anything, I'm not
city.
putting anything in my mouth that starts off with piss.
Yes, I have to agree with that.
It's the name of
Paul
a
and
city.
I have you outvoted
It's the name of
2-1
Please. All the beer looks like piss. I don't know why. you're
because they
complaining.
probably ran
It's
out of
true.
water and
It's
said,
true.
"God damn it, we're a gallon short.
Beer
Come on,
looks like
Jose,
piss.
and at least go piss in this."
You
and
know.
you're a company of 2 guys. You're a co.
Beer
You're
looks like
Pisco.
piss.
Like the one we're
I
drinking
know.
now. The one it's called
Big
Urine Luck.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
the
yeah.
5 of these I drank. It's Bigfoot.
Oh,
And
I'm
this
gonna
is
tell you
not an
that-
ad for Sierra Nevada. The
If-
California made beer.
that's right. If you have a small penis, drink Bigfoot beer.
If you're up in those mountains with that fresh water,
Enoch
you're
is a
drinking-
minority.
I
He's a-
am not.
He's
Yes,
a
I
hippie
am.
that doesn't smoke weed. He's a minority.
because
you're
I don't
minority.
like it. I don't like what it does to me. I don't like the flavor. I like being.
Maybe you
You
haven't
know why
found
they
the
call
right
it Bigfoot?
way.
After you drink it, you see it blurry.
Yeah.
Like the
The
picture.
Bigfoot. What was the other name? What was the other name for the Bigfoot? Sasquatch.
Yeah.
You know what?
Sasquatch.
If they named this thing Sasquatch Barley Wine Ale, I might think twice about buying it. I like
yeah.
pass it by. Bigfoot sounds better than Sasquatch.
Have you been to that brewery? Or?
I have
What?
not been to that brewery.
You haven't
I
been to
just
that
know,
brewery?
or the FAA is or the FCC is probably calling to say.
No,
To let
it's
you know
probably
about your
so-
car warranty.
When I was in Amsterdam, I tried to go to Heineken, but the tours were closed. and
That's a
stuff.
Dutch beer, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is it?
Isn't
Right.
Amsterdam?
I bet-
Holland and Dutch is the same thing, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's the same country.
And it's like it shouldn't be a country, but they put like lesbians up around it that
No,
held the water
they've
back.
been a country
and
longer.
then they changed the lesbians.
They've been a country
names to
longer
dykes.
for over 1,000 years. The Netherlands has been around
What happened? It
for
changed
generations and stuff.
So
Oh, 'cause the
lesbians originated in Holland.
No, lesbians originated from the Catholic Church.
What?
Well,
They
yeah,
were an
it's-
experiment that went bad in the Catholic Church.
Well, you know, the
Where
Catholic
is-
Church is responsible for
Lesbians
everything.
come from heaven like everybody
Everything that's
else.
going bad right now is because of Opus Dei.
I got family in Opus Dei in Chile.
You should disown them.
Well, I can't disown them
You
because
should,
well, they're
because that's what the Heritage
they're-
Foundation is
no,
Opus Dei.
I don't know.
They're the ones that are ruining America.
Well, they're not ruining America.
But it's
Because
gonna,
they're
I
in
am-
South
I am-
America. They're ruining South America, but they're not ruining
I am
America.
Gonna personally, I'm gonna personally give birth to 5,000 super soldiers.
You look
to
like
stop
you're
them.
about to give birth now and stuff.
I'm gonna create an army of super soldiers.
We're gonna buy
to
you a
stop
new
them.
wardrobe for Christmas.
Leave Enoch alone. He's in a crazy love triangle right now.
With
And
an,
I have had- I have
had.
had my prostate removed, so that makes it even more difficult.
You should
Hey.
see it. He's in this crazy love triangle. He's like, would
I
you
know
like to go out
guys
to
are
dinner?
into.
How about dancing?
I do not like orgasms because I don't have them.
I know guys are into guys who
They're a myth.
have their rectum removed and stuff.
I
Is it
need
all-
more beer. Fuck the orgasms.
Is it all
Give me a
soft there?
beer.
Is it all soft there?
I
I
came
heard
from Texas.
Some
to
guys
do
like
this.
having sex with old guys because
They
their
have
ass,
beer orgasms.
their ass
in
is all
Texas, don't
soft
they?
and stuff, you know.
I'm pretty sure they do. Left
So are
Texas
people
seconds.
different than
This might be
Texas?
the most
They really
strange
are.
show you've ever done.
They really are.
Were you
They're-
happy when you first arrived? What were you feeling
No, I was doing everything possible to
to come back, right?
well, not to come back.
Were you
but,
trying to
like,
get deported back to San
find-
Francisco? I hate
Deported back
Texas.
to- No, but I was doing well. I was hitting up karaoke spots. I was trying to find my new karaoke place.
My God, if 5,000
You got a
people
job
signed
at
in on
one,
the
so-
show?
I
Are-
did.
Aren't you like what is it called again?
A KJ.
Platforms.
You're a KJ
I'm a
again.
KJ.
What's the name of your the karaoke spot?
It's Treff's Tavern. Treff's Tavern.
Are you going to the Mint while you're in town?
Yes, you know I'm gonna head over there.
I remember
I'm
when
gonna-
you quit on a group chat. Remember?
I did quit.
That was the funniest story, and they wouldn't let you quit. But then
No.
they didn't try and talk you out of it when you like left, did you?
Well,
Like-
they tried to talk me out of it, but I blocked everybody. I blocked everybody, and I was like, I'm done. And it was really, I was just high on mushrooms.
yeah.
I can't
So just to
block
let you know, I
anyone.
believe that caller was one of your fans, and it was the one that said John Wilson, but then it said they replied with the word Cassidy,
Oh yeah.
and then they said call me, and we didn't call them.
Do you
so
owe
they
them
called in.
money?
Huh.
Do you owe somebody money?
Maybe we
I
should take some
will.
callers.
Do you know
on.
who Cassidy is?
Yeah, from the Partridge Family, right?
Oh, jeez.
We should have some live callers call in.
That's who that was.
Oh,
If somebody was
tell
trying
them to
in.
call
Oh,
back.
call him back.
You can always
Hey,
call.
We'll
You-
give them
Star
recipes to things that
67
don't even
or star
exist.
69.
Forget that. So tell me, what did you miss most about San Francisco?
Oh, everything. The weed.
The weed.
Are you
Strange
afraid?
people making pizza?
Are you afraid of getting
Yeah.
arrested for weed in Texas? They still do
Well,
that
now
shit.
that you say it, no, I don't smoke nearly as much as I used to, and it makes me very sad. Like, that's why I had to come back. I had to come back, and you guys,
Are you gonna buy a bunch of vape pens and take it with
no,
you?
I don't even vape. I am obviously vaping this, but I
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
been vaping at all. Like,
You can drink it, eat it, inject it. There's all kinds of ways of doing weed and stuff. You know.
Inject it?
Oh,
You can inject it.
I've been
They
donating
make
plasma.
needles that big?
Do you get paid to donate plasma?
$700.
Is that like how many times do you gotta do it a month?
So it was eight visits, and it added up to $700.
Yeah.
And all you gotta do is be alive.
I thought about doing that. The problem is that I don't know where my I gotta get another social security card. I lost it.
Just yeah, because you need to give.
But
Write
I'm
him
on-
a letter. and
I'm on
you know
SSI.
what? I did
I
that.
want to get busted.
Isn't that the
I
Social
did that. I
Security
got my
building right
I
there?
got my card. And it's
Well,
like,
no, they don't let you go inside there anymore.
Oh, you have to wait outside.
You
and
got to
then
make an appointment.
Yeah, you just do that. You
do
go
it.
here.
Yeah. Do it over the interwebs, man. I did it online. and
Because I
got
need
it.
extra money, but I don't know if I want to. I gave plasma years ago, but like the thing, I would do it in the winter. That way I could hide my scars so people don't think I'm on drugs.
They stick you in the same place every time.
That's the problem. They can't find
They can't
my
find the
veins
vein.
when I have to
that.
give blood.
It's the same spot that they
Oh,
stick
yeah.
I
every
give
time.
blood. I have to give blood all the time for my cancer
So-
stuff, and I get it like I switch arms. I go, let's do it here. Let's do
Oh.
it there. I only had one bad phlebotomist,
Oh,
and that
no,
was at
that's-
Peninsula Mills Peninsula,
Yeah.
and that's where the hospital I was born. And this person was incompetent. She stuck the thing in sideways, and it hurt like hell. And I'm like, ah! And at the end of the thing, I felt like saying, have you ever considered you're in the wrong profession? You might consider an occupation as a barista.
That happened to
at
me. I gave
Starbucks.
blood one time,
Ugh.
and the next day I couldn't move my fucking arm.
Oh, you got.
And I said I wasn't ever gonna
thrombosis?
do it again.
No, you just got to make sure you don't go to that phlebotomist.
I knew somebody. I think she was a comedian. She actually went to school to learn how to inject people, but she said it was so nerve wracking. She didn't even try and work. She said it was nerve wracking. Just like, you got to inject somebody
Oh
over
my
and over.
gosh!
How about being an anesthesiologist? You know what? We were at you and I were at Kel's one night. And there
Yeah.
was these two gals that were anesthesiologists,
Oh yeah.
and they made like $180,000 a year.
Oh yeah,
Do you
To
because
just do all you have to do is
Yeah.
monitor like this one thing that says the needle's there, and like if it moved here, you move this thing there.
Their tolerance of pain comes into
and
play
it
though.
was like,
because
and they use fentanyl.
yeah, they give you
Yeah, they do.
fentanyl. Yeah.
Fentanyl. The purpose of fentanyl is
it's
it's a pain
medicinal.
killer.
It's medicinal
Yes.
it's for surgery.
Yes.
But also, okay, so I know my THC intake affects my anesthesiologists. Like they're like, oh my gosh, you
Yeah.
smoke a lot of weed. We need to know how much weed you smoke so we can provide the right amount of
Compensate for it.
yeah, so to numb the pain. So now when I go to the dentist in San Francisco, they give me so much damn is it Novocaine or whatever that they do to numb your mouth.
Yeah.
I'm numb for days. 4 days.
Yeah, I always get high when I go to the dentist, That way I don't have to do that.
Oh, from the
shit.
laughing gas?
No, they.
Oh, you get high on your own.
I just
it's
smoke
the people
weed.
he sits
I
next
smoke
to.
weed before I go to the dentist, but the weird thing is my dentist. Yeah, I have to make an appointment because now the state will only pay for one cleaning a year.
A year?
It's
a
better
year.
than the
It
old
used
ways.
to be two.
What is
Now
that,
it's just
no?
one.
The old ways the dentist did is they took a rod of steel and hit you on the head and knocked you out.
Yeah,
Oh
well,
my gosh.
people pay extra for that shit.
You can go to Mexico and just have like a thing of tequila.
I have a friend that's actually flying to San Diego because she goes to the dentist in Tijuana. It's true.
in Tijuana.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Have you been to Mexico? They got pharmacies all over the border.
What do you think?
There's like
Oh,
pharmacies
wow,
all
what
over
is
the
that?
place. Yeah, people go to Tijuana before they turn 21 because you can drink at 18.
The
in
views will get
Mexico.
confused.
What about? I mean, how far are you from the border? You're like 5 hours away. Or...
Yeah, but see, mom life. mom life. I don't do
What is mom
that.
life like? I mean,
It means like staying out of trouble, trying not to get arrested, and being
How's
upright
that
for
working
my
out?
children.
how's that working out for you and
It's
stuff?
good. I'm not in. I mean, like I've stayed out of trouble. I just dug myself in debt.
Well, are you
My
planning?
family's excellent at that.
That's when you send your kids out to get jobs, right? I mean, aren't your kids like
My adult
teenagers
kids.
or
I have
they're
adult
teenage
kids.
20-year-olds?
Yeah,
You
they
got
look for
like 4
themselves.
kids, right?
Yes.
I mean,
But the baby, she's like the oldest one out of all of them. She's 7, but she acts like she's 40.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. And she looks just like me, so it's so hard to get mad at her. She acts just like me, and but the 40-year-old version.
She's
of me-
asking for mushrooms already. Like, mommy, did you bring any mushrooms?
No,
Mommy,
no, not yet. No.
you know where you can find mushrooms because Texas is full of cows. So you know where they grow the mushrooms, right? You just got to go where the cows are and look at the cow
Does
shit.
it have to be cow shit? Can it be dog shit?
It could be
Do
dog.
they have
it
those
could be
pigs
yeah.
that are like
Yeah.
The truffle.
drug addicted pigs that go out there and search for them
For
like they
truffles.
do
Yeah.
truffles?
I think
There's
that
truffle pigs.
isn't that
they're drug seeking?
isn't that what your
Oh.
job used to be? Used to be like a drug sniffing pig. or
No,
something.
no. I've
Weren't you
never
like
done
a-
drugs in my life.
Well, your life is that's because you've done legal drugs though.
Is it
I've
alcohol
done
or drugs?
nothing. I mean, aside from a sniff of some coke here or there.
But
it's
how
like,
can how can
why
you
are these friends of mine like snorting entire boats up their nose?
how can you
for
be
this
from the
15
Bay Area and not have done
seconds?
drugs? I mean
This-
that makes no sense, dude. Even I have partake in mushrooms, acid. You know, I've done.
Because I'm a great cook.
I
get
haven't
high
done
on my
Quaaludes.
great food.
I haven't done Quaaludes. You know what I really liked was what was the name of mescaline? Have you ever been on mescaline?
Is
I-
that mushrooms?
It's kind of like
Mescaline.
mushrooms. Yeah,
How about peyote?
peyote.
I imagine you as the guy crawling through the desert
I
looking
would.
for peyote.
I would.
It's a cactus, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
cactus. I think they got that over in that area too.
Many of the Eagles' greatest songs were written under the influence of peyote.
Peyote, hell
Hotel
yeah.
California, for example.
Well, Hotel California is based on the former mental hospital near Ventura that got
But
made.
you know Joe Walsh.
got made
that was
into-
his, that
no,
was
in
Joe
Camarillo.
Walsh's first.
In Camarillo, there was a mental. Now it's like a college. They turned it into a UC.
It's not a Howard Johnson's hotel.
No, it was a mental hospital in Camarillo that it was based on. I think.
How can they even tell mental patients in California?
Yeah,
You know, I always wondered about that.
Oh,
How
they
do
got-
you tell them apart from
What
anyone
is-
else?
It's the people
What
with
is
the beards,
normal?
the shaggy
I should
beards.
put that in my routine next week.
It's the ones that
Yeah.
are smoking weed. No, I'm just kidding.
How much
about
are
the
you
ones like
doing?
me that don't smoke weed?
How long are you doing next week? Are you doing 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
I have no idea. I'm gonna do as many. I might even sing my Christmas song.
I'm booked that
which
night
I
too.
can make it anywhere from 5 minutes
You should come
to
down.
5 hours.
Which is
It's in
this
Concord. It's a place called Vinny's in Concord next Monday.
Oh, you're gonna be there?
next
Yeah, I'm
Monday?
booked on that too. I was gonna bring him on the show, but somebody wouldn't let me they wouldn't let the host of that show be on here.
What?
Yeah, there was
Did you say pee on her? What?
no be on the show.
Oh,
there,
pee on there.
there's some
Beyonce.
bad blood. There's some bad blood between the host of the show and Paul. I'm not gonna bring it up why, but I understand why. I
Wait,
get
hold
it.
on. Oh wait, I missed this. I'll have to replay this part back again.
Oh.
I just
Uh,
heard pee on her. I was
no,
like, what?
Yeah, you won't let Mean Dave be on the show. Remember you told me that.
Oh, I said that there's certain people that shouldn't come in the studio, but he was actually one that could do it if I knew. But there's certain people that can't. You're right. There's a person I have a restraining order against. Can't be in the building.
Oh yeah, John
Uh,
Miller. Yeah.
And not even gonna mention his name. Just like I'm glad you did that though.
Tourette.
Yeah, he is Tourette.
Is there one of them
Welcome.
named Vic?
If he was a Pokemon, Pokemon character, he would be
Tyranny.
Tyrannosaur
I'll be
or whatever.
I'll be poking everything if I was Pokemon.
That's
Yeah.
funny. I was thinking about Squirtle, and I'm like, how?
Don't even go there.
They made him Squirtle. Like,
There's a porn star by the name of Squirtle.
Squirtle, I like
Shit.
that.
Squirtle, a little.
I have
bit
two
every time I
squirrels that
laugh,
visit
or-
every- I have 2 squirrels that visit every day, and I haven't given the name. The other one's going to be named Squirtle.
One of the Pokemon's characters, because I was looking up a whole bunch of different characters for jokes. Bulbasaur. You probably should have that looked at, right?
Yeah. It's
If it's a Bulbasaur, you should probably have a doctor or a clinician, somebody look at that.
We should create an animated series based on these characters.
Yeah.
I saw
There
a movie.
hasn't been a good animated
I've got
series since
Bulbasaur's
Archer.
I saw a movie called something Freddy's. It's like a horror version of
There's-
Chuck E. Cheese.
There's a new one, Friday
Yeah,
Five
the-
Nights
Five
at
Nights at
Freddy's.
Freddy's.
Yeah, that's
Part
the one.
2.
Yeah.
Part 2.
And what happens on the 6th night?
Have you seen Zootopia 2? Zootopia.
Yeah, I saw Zootopia too.
What did you think about Zootopia
It
2?
was touching. I liked it.
I like how they made it all racial.
Touching like a weird
with the
uncle on
snakes.
Thanksgiving.
They
or-
made the
Are
snakes
these
all
like the
racial.
American Pie movies or
There,
something?
no, Zootopia is a kids movie. But
We
what was
need
so
another
funny,
American Pie movie.
They showed the zoo part where they're all bare and they don't wear clothes, and then they're showing these animals just dancing all freely, like in the nudist colony.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they're just animals without clothes.
Yeah.
So
Okay, but the cartoons can be pretty graphic. Do you
Yeah,
remember
they
that?
really
Remember the
are.
movie Sausage Party?
I just
gosh,
won.
yeah, when it took-
I just won that at a video thing Saturday night.
Oh,
I
you
wanted
got the
that,
DVD.
and some other guy got it, and he like parked 2 cars down from me, and he gave it to me at the end. And I thought, how many people in this world
What was it?
would
movie
give
of
up
it?
a
It was
DVD of Sausage Party to someone they just met that
He
night?
gave
He
up the
doesn't-
sausage to
He
you.
gave up maybe the last
right there in your
maybe
car. Damn.
maybe the last unopened DVD of Sausage Party
Hey.
in
But
existence.
you know
He
what? If
probably
you're gonna
doesn't
give me
have
your
a
sausage,
DVD
I want it
player.
Maybe he wanted to play with your sausage.
Definitely
yeah.
not used.
Have you ever thought about like inviting him on over and you could have your own sausage party?
Well, like
the two
I
of
don't
you?
have a DVD player.
So the
Do you?
reason
I'm
I
talking
mentioned
about-
that, the reason
Oh.
I mentioned
him,
that
not
movie
you.
though, wasn't that graphic as hell? Even though
Yeah.
the
that
last scene
was.
is like a food
Don't
orgy.
spoil it for me. I haven't unwrapped it yet.
Uh,
I haven't even put any coffee into the Mr. Rogers cup that I won
hey,
on the only ticket I bought. It's supposed to be the Mr. Rogers cup changes color.
I wouldn't
Whether-
want to. Hey,
That
I wouldn't want to trigger you.
yeah.
Oh, see, 'cause it's
Why
different.
would the
Hey.
Mr. Rogers cup
Oh, no,
change
that was-
colors
what was that?
unless it was trying to induce kids into drugs?
His horse was trigger, right?
but they
Or was that?
No.
Or
I
was
want to
that
hear
Lone
Chris's
Ranger?
opinion.
triggers Roy Rogers.
Is
It
it
was,
Roy Rogers
it
or
was
the
Roy-
Lone Ranger?
it was Roy Rogers who had a
Okay.
horse named Trigger.
Okay.
I thought you
Oh,
were
yeah.
saying Trigger because he was a sharpshooter.
Oh.
The
A
horse was
sniper.
Trigger. That's all I can remember, but it was
Oh,
wrong.
no.
Wrong one. Wrong.
Yeah,
reference.
Zootopia, the movie about Zootopia, I guess a bunch of were they cats who try to eliminate the snakes?
Yes.
And then
Yes.
they try to act like the
lynx.
Snake Town never existed.
lynx.
Snakes is
Yeah.
synonymous with sausages.
And then
No
they found
doubt.
out that the snakes were all good. And I'm thinking, isn't that like they're trying to explain racism with animals?
Yes, exactly that.
But you
And-
took your kids. What did your kids think of that movie?
Oh man, it was too late.
Did
They
you
should've
see
saw-
3D? I saw it in
No,
3D.
we saw it normal. 3D is expensive. I went on a Wednesday so I could pay $5.
Well, I had the NC Movie Pass, so I can see it in 3D, IMAX, whatever format I
They
feel
still
like
have
it.
3D?
They still got 3D.
I only saw
Only
one
3D.
3D in my life, and it was the worst movie I ever saw.
They
It
got
was
3D,
some
IMAX,
Mad
IMAX
Max
3D,
type thing that I
Dolby 3D.
don't want to be reminded of.
But 3D technology's changed over the years.
It's gone a lot
I have
better.
a 3D set of glasses I got with my Sony TV, and there's like no media I can find
Oh yeah, that's,
That's
right.
incorrect.
aside from.
You just get a 3D like Blu-ray player, and you
Yeah.
get a disc.
I think my 3D, I think my Blu-ray player will do that.
3D on mushrooms.
But I'm just not
3D's
inspired enough to want to
overrated.
do
on
it.
mushrooms, not.
It-
If they're
3D's
actually
overrated.
pretty awesome.
They never really
What
make
happens
good
if you
3D
watch-
movies.
a non-3D movie with 3D glass.
That doesn't work.
Oh,
It's just darker.
it just makes everything black.
My dad
It
has a
makes
bad
everything like
eye,
wearing
so
sunglasses.
you can't. The 3D doesn't work on him. You need two good eyes.
Oh
But
yeah,
it
that's
doesn't,
right.
create little random donuts being thrown at you.
The
or
3D IMAX glasses are weird because if you put them
creates
on,
foot diseases.
when you
out
put
of
them on, it
nowhere.
looks like it's not working right until you see the screen.
Yeah.
There, it's complex.
Invokes images of
And
mean
they
nuns
watch
you've had
you
in your
walking
life.
by, so you can't steal them.
What about the mean nun I just mentioned? Everybody had to have had a mean nun in their life.
Oh yeah, I went to Catholic school.
Why not?
You too?
Yeah. there
How
were-
long did it take you to recover?
She still hasn't recovered.
do I look like I'm recovered to you?
I don't know, do I? I
She
mean,
went
look
to
at this.
rehab.
You know what? Chris and I are sitting there with hats of my design. I
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like that. Here's
Ah.
I have the Putin.
I had
There's no
t-shirt,
vowels
too.
involved here.
Yeah.
And what was that one? Oh yes, my unsuccessful presidential run. You know what? People had a choice between me and Donald Trump. And you know what, people? You deserve what you got because you could have had me.
And who's that guy who keeps running commercials about running for governor of
I
California?
like him, Tom
Who is-
Steyer.
Who the hell is that guy?
He's
man?
a good
Who's
guy,
that
and I
guy?
hope that they vote for him for governor.
When is the governor? When is the governor's election
Oh,
next?
it is like
Next, not this election cycle, the next
Are
one.
we gonna get rid of Gavin?
No,
Finally?
Gavin's. You know what?
Gavin's been around for
Gavin
like.
Putin? I mean,
Yeah.
Newsom?
He's the Getty's bitch.
Getty's
Every
bitch.
political candidate has got a rich family behind him. And here's
Yeah.
what I like about Tom Steyer. He's his own rich family.
Oh yeah.
So he's his own self fucking himself. I mean, supporting himself.
Thank
So,
God.
he's the guy there because he doesn't have
one hand supporting the shaft, the other one
he
supporting
doesn't have the political oligarchs behind him because he's his own oligarch. He's his own billionaire. He doesn't need their
Where
money.
does his money? He's an energy guy, isn't he?
He's done his own businesses. He's
He's in
he
an
doesn't
energy
need
field.
he doesn't need someone else holding his dick. He holds his own dick.
Hey, what about you? Do you hold your own dick, or
I can
10
hold
minutes.
my own dick as well as anyone else.
do you hire somebody to hold your dick, or
Oh my
A
god.
There is
caregiver?
nobody nobody could pay me enough money.
do you
to let
miss
him
not
do that.
having a hard on? Do you miss not having?
I
orgasm?
can be as hard as the next person.
Do you miss not having orgasm? You
Does
save
this
money
guy
on
always
porn.
ask these kind of
Yes, he
questions?
does.
Yes.
And by the way, I usually use those tongs for a barbecue pit, the really long ones. That's what I use to hold mine.
I've heard that the taser guns also work with that,
Well, I mean,
and a
it's
little
just-
bit of.
I know how to work a big piece. Of
I
meat.
in the old days I used to have to have
Sorry.
I used to have custom made prophylactics because they were never long enough at Walgreens.
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
You gotta see like
You gotta
most
go.
of the
Why didn't you
the
buy
video
one
of
at
me, I just
Oakland
look
or
stuck.
something? You should go to.
You're like, I'm confused.
You should go to
And
Oakland
everybody
and
else is
buy your
moving around, and I'm
condom.
like, why does it look like I'm frozen?
Yeah.
Because you couldn't believe the
I
conversation.
can't. It's just like what? It's still
Hell
processing.
yeah. I mean, that's exciting. You need a caregiver to hold your dick.
Well, I was waiting for you to be like, too many people are talking.
Oh, I know.
You gave up on
No,
that.
On this show?
No.
It's because
everybody's talking all at
Enoch
once.
loves
This is
to
the
talk.
best anarchy you can find on podcasts.
Enoch
So, I
loves
get
to
really-
talk. He lives alone. He doesn't talk to anybody for a couple of weeks.
No, but I mean, you're right about crosstalk. I used to be really, and I'll say that if
Yeah,
somebody's really
Too
kind
many
of-
people are talking.
Yeah.
And then we all shut up like, oh.
So I think it's Abby Phillip on CNN that has a show that they're constantly cross talking. So when you're watching it, you're annoyed like a minute in because they're all fighting and everybody's trying to get their point across and everybody's cutting off each other
Kinda
and
like The
nobody's
View.
answering the other person.
Like The View or this weekend with George Stephanopoulos.
View.
And he's never on there. He's always got someone else in place of George. But they've
Because
got like
He
one.
got sued, didn't
one
he?
they have one Republican.
Did he? Oh,
You-
by Trump. Probably.
Yeah, by
Oh,
Trump.
now he wants an apology from CBS for having Marjorie Taylor Greene say something
That
against
reminds-
Trump. I would like to speak forward and make an official apology for CBS to Donald Trump. And this official apology is this. Fuck you, Donald Trump. Apology, no dice.
I should edit in a.
No way.
Where's
Fuck you, Donald Trump.
where's
Fuck
your
you.
banner?
3 times in 2 different
My
places.
little disclaimer.
Yeah,
The
disclaimer.
views of this motherfucker right here don't represent our studio.
Hey, so what do you think about Netflix buying Warner Brothers?
Oh.
Because that's part of CNN, right?
That means you're gonna have to buy them.
But
to
you hear what
rent their
happened this
opinion.
morning?
What?
Paramount did a hostile takeover bid.
For
So in other words, they reached out directly to the owners or the board members and said, "We'll buy you out cash, and this is why you should take Paramount's offer."
yeah.
Isn't the guy from buying Paramount
Is that Ellison?
Ellison's son? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
Ellison,
And they
yeah.
already have the guy that's in charge of CBS
It's like the
News.
human centipede.
Yeah.
There's a
Everybody's
guy.
blowing
The
everybody.
guy in charge of CBS
sorry, go ahead.
News is some right-wing screwball. And you know what? The people on 60
You
Minutes.
do realize they're trying to control our media, right, folks?
Well, the people
Fucking
on
grow a set of balls, Democrats.
the people on
And
60
Republicans,
Minutes
get
should
the fuck
do.
out of my way.
They should devote an entire season to examining their boss and what his criminal connections are, because they're all tied to Russian mafia.
Well, I like
If
it how they
people
call
don't
it like
realize it, let me tell you right now, all of this stuff, Project 2025, Trump's election, it goes back to when the wall fell in Berlin, and a KGB agent named Vladimir Putin swore he would get his revenge. 30 years later, he is. And the revenge is he's got Americans hating one another.
It goes
For
back
politics, America,
It goes
fucking
back to
start
before
loving one
World War
another. Stop
I.
hating each other because one side of you has really stupid politics and the other side of you don't have your heads up your ass yet.
It goes
That's the
farther
way it
than
is.
that.
It
dude.
does. No, there's always been control of some sort, or there's been slanted media. There's always been that.
The media's always been controlled by the politics.
They-
And
tried
I
to.
think that's where Trump supporters grab onto. It's these little truths that make sense because, yeah, we have been being jerked around by our government and bullshit. You know, the old, what is it? The Pentagon with, what is it? They said the $30,000 screwdriver or whatever.
The
or-
$5,000
Well,
toy.
the
Yeah,
reality,
but what I'm saying is,
the
government
reality
and
is
media
you
and
can't
all that
buy
shit
a-
has always been
you can't
fucked
buy
up.
a network in America unless you're an American citizen.
Well,
So that's rule number one. That's where the government controls. But number two, Netflix can't buy Warner Brothers unless the government approves it.
let me go
So
back.
there-
Let me go back to
As long as
Paul.
they don't buy anybody off in government.
That's
Well,
why.
let me
that's
go back
where the
to
government
Paul's
control
comment.
comes from.
Let me
yeah.
go back to Paul's comment about the $5,000 hammer or the toilet. The government got to the point where they wanted to have so much oversight and control over things. You got this $5 hammer that you can go down to Ace Hardware
Right.
or Orchard Supply or Sears Hardware and buy. And they wanted to make sure that there was no abuse of the purchasing process for tools and things. So it got to the point, okay, you had to divide the hammer down to its individual parts. The handle, the rubber part that went over the handle, the little metal thing at the end that the hammer actually hits, the body of the hammer itself with the claw that's all melted in.
Sure.
And these individual parts each had to be they had to carry replacement parts in an inventory.
No,
and
it's
you
a
had
hammer.
to track
You swap it out.
and you had to track
Hey,
you
shut
had to
up.
let me finish it. You
Shut
had to
up,
track
Joanna wants to talk.
every individual
Joanna looks
piece.
like she wants to talk. Give Joanna.
I'm
a
getting
chance.
to the heart of the matter here. Every little
Joanna came all the way from Texas.
every
Let her
individual
talk.
part had to be tracked and sorted and categorized, and that made that $5 hammer. It cost $5,000 in paperwork to track that $5
And really, all I
hammer.
was doing,
Damn.
all I was doing is trying to. Let's get back over to Joanna, but literally, all I was doing is using that to illustrate a point that yes, there's always been crazy expenditures when it comes to government programs and government departments, and that's one thing that we know that Trump was able to grab onto and hold it up to everybody and say, yeah, we've been fucked over for a lot of years. But here's my last point is they do call it the Trump family, right? It's like the Gambino family, right? It's literally this family is raking in all this money that they should not be doing.
That's right.
While he's in office and he's taking bribes, and I don't care what you call that plane, it's a bribe.
The Qatar jet,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
It's going to cost
it's
us
all this
$2
shit.
billion to refit it to be an Air Force One worthy plane.
That he
And
gets
he's
to
going to take off in it?
No, I got a question for you, Enoch.
Yes.
You don't have cable. Where do you watch CNN?
I had cable and it went up 50%
Do you
in
watch
price.
Where do you watch your CNN now?
I don't know, wherever I stream. I have like 3 or 4 different streaming services.
But doesn't include CNN.
I don't know. I can't remember the
Where
last
do
time
you
I
get
saw
your
CNN.
news from
I
then?
can't find it in the damn
Where
streaming.
do you get your news from? Where do you memorize our
From
news?
I yell outside, "Hey people, what the fuck is happening? Like, what the fuck is happening?
The
Tell
only
me.
good stream I
Can
get
I
is
get
at
an
3 a.m.
answer?"
The only good stream I get is
That's
My
what I'm
neighbors
saying.
tell me to
Wake
shut the
up.
fucking door.
There's
Just
no-
go back to what
There's
you're
no
doing.
Trump hating like a cable package you can buy where you can watch.
Nobody does
CNN,
cable anymore except if you're
MSNBC.
over 88 years of age and you're not in a convalescent
Yeah.
home. You still have cable.
But you got
We're all,
Wi-Fi,
like,
right? You
we're
got
streaming.
Wi-Fi.
We're interwebbing.
You got Wi-Fi, right? Who's your Wi-Fi company?
I'm not going to tell you because people will hack it.
Chris
Oh.
Hingle-
I have a
Hingle.
tin cup and string.
I have Xfinity. You probably got
I don't believe in
Xfinity.
Bullet
Wi-Fi.
Tiger.
Not as good as tin cup and string. It doesn't go out as many times
Oh,
as
yeah.
Infinity.
Wi-Fi
It's called
is dangerous.
Starbucks. What
You're
about
right,
you?
though.
How is the cable?
No, you're.
How is the Wi-Fi in Texas?
It's and I have kids, so my kids need the
Better not let
Wi-Fi.
them watch
or
this
else-
show.
Yeah, because
No.
they're hooked up to it like life support.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah, like what happened to the Wi-Fi? Oh my gosh, if it slows down,
Does your 7-year-old have like a phone already?
she
Or?
does.
That was like one of my
Damn.
I mean, they don't
years
play
ago.
Atari games anymore. I thought that was as much as you needed to
I
do.
used to have an Atari, but nah.
They don't even know what that is anymore.
One of my old jokes from about 15 years ago was I heard a blood curdling scream from the other room. It was my child, and I ran in there, and they're like, "I'm like, what's wrong? You know, what's happening?" And they're like, "The Wi-Fi's down." I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "You know what? It will
Yes.
mysteriously come back on as soon as those dishes are done
Oh,
and your
yeah.
room's clean. You'll get,
Well, remember when
You'll
it
get
was
bars.
dial-up internet, and like even that, you only got it if you had to have it, if you had for work or whatever.
right,
But it was a luxury to have dial-up internet.
right."
Yeah,
At
we
least.
used to have it. You know, I mean, I remember the days where you have
Your
to.
mom
dial-
bought you dial-up internet.
Well, my dad
I
was an
miss those
engineer.
sounds.
Oh yeah, so you
My
had
dad
to.
was a computer engineer, so but no, I mean
That explains a
remember
lot,
how
Chris.
AOL used to have those you would get like a disc and
Yeah.
you would have like I had an AOL email account.
23
How about
hours.
payphones?
Yeah.
I went
I have one
hiking
of
up.
those on my table in the studio at home.
I went hiking up by the Crystal Springs Reservoir. There's a family there, and there was a payphone next to the toilets. And this kid pointed at the payphone and goes, "Dad, what's that?"
They got payphones in bar
They had a
stations.
phone
They
book
do,
too.
but there's no phones. There's just the stands.
Well,
right?
no. They got if you gotta look for them, but they got them. Yeah, some of them are disabled because people broke them, but yeah, most of them got like phones somewhere. You just gotta ask where
Do you
they're at.
remember
There's
you
a
can, like-
law if you're out in the middle of the boonies where there's no cell service.
Yeah,
They have to have They have to have actually a
Oh, a
phone
landline.
yeah.
that you could call operator. If you don't have a dime, you can still
Landline.
get out there to the world
Yeah,
and say, "Hey,
landline, yeah.
I'm about to be eaten by a fucking bear. Can
Yeah.
you get me a ranger with a gun out here quick?"
Well, I did that, but when I called them and said I'm about to be eaten by a bear, the guy's like, "Hey, can I come over and join you?" Or,
Can you
I
help?
said, "No, it's not that kind of bear, bro." And then he's like, he hung up on me. He said, "Fuck
I don't know.
you."
I was in that area hiking one time, and that we had a conversation going about firearms. And I thought, I know that there's like a state rule where in a state park you can't have a firearm, but in a county park you can. And it's like, you mean if I'm being chased by a wolf or a bear in one park,
Yeah.
I'm fucked. Or if I'm in the county park, I could shoot back and defend myself.
Well, if you
Difference?
have a state marijuana card, you legally can't have a firearm. Because I know somebody who was gonna get one.
Well, I
and
don't
she
think
lives in
you
Oakland.
should.
She's like, well, if you live in Oakland, you need a fucking gun. Dude.
I don't think if you're a crazy motherfucker, you should have access to
Well,
firearms.
no,
But
I mean,
how do they keep getting them?
it's in Oakland. People are gonna rob
People
your
lie.
ass.
They don't have a question on the form when you're signing up. Are you a crazy motherfucker? All it needs is one question.
I never bought a gun, but have you bought a gun before?
Never.
Have you bought a
Yeah, I
gun?
have.
So what do they ask when you
It's
go?
a form. They filled it out. I filled it out, and it was in Texas. It was at a
Well, they
gun
give
show.
you a gun on your birthday when you're born.
Gun
Well, by,
I was at a gun show, and then all I had to do was just fill out the form, and they didn't even have to do like a background check because I came from the military,
oh yeah.
so
Well,
that
Bi-
was like enough.
That was
Biden's
good
son,
enough for him?
Biden's son
Yeah.
got busted because he wrote a book and he said he was on drugs when he bought the gun. That's the only reason they went after him. If he didn't write that book, they wouldn't even come after him over that shit. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of dumb.
So
you
does
know?
it come down to most people are on drugs? Except for this guy. This guy doesn't do
Well,
any drugs.
No.
He's on legal drugs.
I'm
Legal
just
alcohol.
outspoken. Anything that I am a total believer in freedom to the point where as long as you're not hurting anyone else.
Well,
And that's why total anarchy doesn't work, because stupid motherfuckers that say they're anarchy do
Yeah.
not get, they think that they have the right to hurt anyone else and everybody they
Well,
feel like. That's not anarchy.
I still don't understand
That's
why
why it doesn't work.
you don't invite me for nude volleyball. You know.
Because, like I say, I'm looking at the good of the overall
Where is the
society,
nude volleyball?
and
I'm
they're
gonna
not
go
ready
check
for
it out.
that.
I'm gonna go check it out one day. I want to see if this is true. Do they really play nude volleyball? Or you
Not any
fucking with
longer,
me?
because this generation
your
thinks
knees.
there's something impure about it.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
it switches. Nobody wants to be like what their parents were. If their parents were into this, scam likely will go away.
Have you ever played nude
They
volleyball?
don't do whatever their parents are cool to.
No,
Oh,
It
no.
switches. Next generation, when you're like 80 years
Yeah.
old, you can go down there and
That's
they'll
why
look
my
at
parents
ya.
got jobs. I got no jobs. I get it.
Well,
And it's-
there's not going to
I
be
blame
jobs
everything
no
on
more.
my parents. Every time, like my mom is like, "Why don't you like to clean?" Because you used to yell at me to clean.
There won't be any jobs.
Why don't you
in
like
20
seafood?
years.
You used to yell at me to eat seafood. It's all your fault. If you hadn't yelled at me, I would like it. You know what I'm saying?
It's not natural to eat seafood.
The only seafood I eat are mermaids. So.
Oh my gosh, I remember this joke.
You're not. You don't. The only reason people eat fish is when they can't find meat. When
Fish
they
is
get hungry
dirty.
enough, then they go fishing.
People, I mean, how you even eat something that like swims in a pool full of shit?
Well, they do.
Yeah.
Fish are sitting there living in their own shit.
That's
and
what I'm
piss.
saying. And then
That's a terrible.
you take out this
existence.
meat and you fucking
Oh.
eat
Have you
it.
ever
It's
seen a
terrible 'cause I'm
whale
hungry
pull
right
a
now.
dump?
It's
A whale
drinking
puts
shit.
out like 5 fucking suburban-sized turds.
Oh yeah,
You know?
it drinks
That's-
shit. It
Nobody
eats
would
shit.
want to eat anything out of the ocean if they saw it.
That's what I'm saying. All that stuff is gross. Dude.
It's like
It's
if you want to
gross.
eat something, either eat shit or eat your own meat. or eat
Lobsters are
meat.
like bugs. They're big ass bugs.
bugs
They're
is
so
gross. I
stinky.
wouldn't eat bugs, but they do
They're
in
like
Southeast
bugs.
Asia.
They're
They're supposed to
bugs.
be very high in protein. It's
Yeah.
just, I don't want to eat anything that if it stings you, it could kill you.
In Asia,
Ugh.
their rule is if it moves, they can eat it. So
Well, bananas.
I
don't
think that's
move,
why
but
they get
eat
married
those.
because if it
Coconuts
moves,
don't move, but they eat
If it
those.
They
moves-
eat those squids that are still alive.
Enoch moves, so I guess they can
Squids.
move. You know,
Squids are actually very intelligent.
Oh,
I
that's so
bet they
sad.
are. I bet they are.
You ever heard the song the Beatles had, Octopus's Garden?
Yeah,
That was
octopus-
about the squids. It was a ship man that was talking to Paul McCartney
I thought that
and
was
Ringo
about-
Starr, and he said, "You ever observe squids along the bottom of the ocean? They gather up things, little shiny things that people have lost,
Oh.
and he calls it, it's like an octopus's are gardening down there. You know, they're like looking through and clearing out. And that's
Like
where the song
scavengers.
came
I
from.
think Joe Mama looks like she doesn't buy it. She's like, it's probably about pussy.
So I'm just.
She's learned things that she never thought was possible.
Oh
Well,
my
That's
goodness.
why we got the podcast so we can
That's
learn.
why my face is frozen in most of these shots. Like,
I know. We used to have a show here. Did you ever think about doing another podcast in Texas?
I
or-
thought about it, but it's
You
no.
could do it. You could through Paul. Paul can he'll ring you in
That would be dope.
as long
I
as
think
your
we tried.
check clear.
We tried to. We did a quick test run on like doing a podcast kind of
Yeah,
thing. But yeah, no.
I
Mommy
think
is
I'm
hard.
the only show he actually comes in for us. The other shows, he does them remotely. Like
Oh, okay.
he does it remotely. This is the only one that he actually comes in for.
Yeah, we
I could
did
do that off
remote.
my laptop. but
Yeah.
it's, I'm rebuilding it. I don't have the ability to use the camera on it.
What do you mean?
I put a solid state hard drive in there, so it's 20 times faster. And then like all the crap that's been on it for 5 years,
All your porn.
malware and spyware.
All your
I'm getting
porn.
rid of that so I can finally start speaking my mind again
Do
and
you even
using
look
my
at porn
real
anymore?
name
Do you look
instead
at
of my
porn anymore?
neighbor's name.
Do you look at porn anymore? or-
No, I never have.
You never even looked at porn?
I was always the person making it, so
Where is the porn you made?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Were you like in? Where is it?
You can't. You couldn't afford it anyway.
Did you do gay porn or
No.
straight porn? Did you do? Were you like a furry? You look like a
A
furry.
furry.
You look like a furry. And,
You're a bear.
a furry. Were you a furry? Furries are weird though. That is weird.
Well, yeah, because they could only get intimate with their fur on.
Yeah. But somehow they always manage to get their genitals out. The, the
My
fur.
mission in life is to put an end to all religions. That's mine.
Well,
my
you're
purpose.
almost there.
Because they're all fake.
You're all.
It's all done to control people.
You know who owns
Once
them?
you get rid of that, then terrorism and all of this.
You know who owns
goes
the most
away.
property in San Francisco? Take a guess. The Catholic Church.
Is that
Well,
right?
they own most of everything in the world, and it's like here's a religion where you're supposed to be taking an oath to poverty,
Yeah.
and they own most of the world's greatest art and all this other
Oh,
shit.
Well,
yeah.
everything's in gold.
And when
Yeah.
World War II ended, Pope Pius was known as Hitler's Pope. You know,
Oh, yeah.
the ones that didn't go to the Nuremberg trials got spirited to South America, Argentina, Uruguay, and places like that,
Well,
and probably Chile.
Well, you're telling. Of course, they all went down there, and you know why? Because they were already there. And I'll explain to you. You see, before they built the Panama Canal, if you want to go from Europe to America on a
You
boat,
had to go around.
you had to go
Cape.
around. So the Europeans were all over the port areas down there. But yeah, there's like Italians, Germans. I mean my family's Italian, German, and Spanish. So.
You heard about they want to do an alternate canal to Panama because they can't.
Yeah, the
control-
Chinese. Yeah,
They want to do a canal up in like Belize or something, or
Oh, yeah.
Nicaragua.
because they don't want to. The Panama Canal charges them too much. Did you know how?
Well,
the,
it's also the ships can't fit in it anymore.
did you know how the Panama Canal got built? Panama wasn't a fucking country.
Lots of shovels,
It wasn't a country. Panama was part of Colombia.
shitloads of shovels.
The U.S. went into Colombia and they took out Panama. They created Panama as a country.
It already existed, didn't it?
No, they created Panama and then they built the canal like 20 years later.
So all the cocaine
the
came
United
from
States.
where?
It was a U.S. effort.
The cocaine comes from Bolivia. That's the only area where cocaine comes out of. Cocaine.
They also have a lot of lithium. They
Yeah.
have a lake up there the size of like Lakes Michigan
I'm
that could
always
supply
confused.
it could supply the Milwaukee tool batteries
Hell
and
yeah.
Teslas for the next 500 years.
Wasn't there a battery factory that was on fire in California?
Yeah, Monterey.
Is it nearby?
It wasn't a factory, it was a power station
Yeah.
that used lithium batteries. The idea was to store enough energy to use for like there could be
Joanna looks
50
like
days of
she's-
fog.
her fun's kicking in.
No, my
She
fun's,
looks like she's.
You know that there's
My
a
fun's
salt.
wearing
There's a
off.
technology that uses salt water to store energy.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not something that is in danger of being
Hell
inflamed.
yeah.
Like the 2 Teslas that just caught fire on Highway 87
Oh,
and
yeah.
killed 2 people. Elon Musk, you got 2 more people whose blood are on your hands, a mother and a daughter.
I
You
mean,
know,
cars
That
catch
mother,
on
that
fire.
mother effer. Can I say mother effer or should I say mother?
In
fucker?
fact,
Say what you
Yeah.
say.
close to where I live, the Safeway, a couple of the chargers caught on fire a couple of months ago. So,
Right,
those things-
I have
in fact-
Teslas. I'm surrounded by the
yeah.
damn things.
In fact,
I
even
have one
the
fire extinguisher. What
Yeah.
good is that?
even the scooters, they tell you don't leave your scooter inside your house. Those things
Why
catch on
charge you?
fire because of the
my fire
battery.
extinguisher, I couldn't put those fires out. You know what they'd be good for?
What?
I could go up to each of those neighbors with Teslas and bang them on the head. Thanks for buying a dangerous car.
What about you? What's up with your Trans Am? Are you gonna fix that thing up or what?
I tried to start it up this morning with a different battery, but
Why don't you sell that thing?
Because
Do
it's
something
my
right with your
only
life.
car I've ever
Don't
bought.
Don't waste the
It's
Trans
the
Am.
only car I
No.
ever bought brand new. It has a
No.
lot of.
No.
It's the only car I ever
I'm-
bought that
no,
I didn't have
fuck that.
sex in.
Are you
It's
letting
the only car I ever
Are you
bought.
letting the Trans Am just fucking rust? You got a Trans Am, you gotta do right by. Either fix it up or sell
Well,
it.
as soon as I
Fix
sue,
it up or sell it.
as soon as I sue my dad's company for the $16 million they owe me, then I will fix it. But not
Aw,
until
please.
then.
Everybody I know has got a lawsuit going in California.
Oh,
Are you-
man.
I
Are
have.
you suing somebody or what? Who are you suing?
No.
You
I'm
gotta
not
have
s-
grounds to sue somebody. You don't just sue people for no reason.
You can sue
I
any-
have a good reason.
You can sue anybody, fool. You don't need
That's
grounds.
not a good reason.
You
That's,
can
those
sue
Victoria's
people.
anybody.
Secret was infringing on I can't remember what it was. But Victoria's Secret has something and it's California based also.
Oh, yeah?
That they were like sending emails promising whatever this promotional stuff, and I didn't join that lawsuit because
I'm still waiting for a
That's
gift
a
card
It's called a class
from
action lawsuit.
from
Class action lawsuit,
Microsoft. I'm in a Microsoft lawsuit, but I know that it's gonna be like $5 or something.
If
You
you're
know,
lucky,
Google
that's
too.
good bucks. If you get $5 from a class action
Google
suit,
too.
that's pretty
I-
righteous.
I tried to join another one, but they're like, there's no proof you ever were a member
I'm
of Netflix.
on Netflix. I'm on a Volkswagen one right now because the Tiguan burns oil faster than it should. And everyone says, oh, that's typical for European vehicles because the weather back there is cooler and here in Texas it's hotter.
Volkswagen is owned by an American company now.
No,
isn't it?
it's not.
Well, I'm a part of that
Who
class
owns-
action
Is
lawsuit.
there Mercedes? Who owns Volkswagen?
No, Volkswagen and Porsche and Audi are all the same company.
All I know is I have to put
They also own Bentley.
fancy gas in it. I have to pay for fancy gas.
I hate those fancy labs.
But it's
Oh,
cheaper in Texas. How much is the gas?
Oh, okay. So I joined Sam's Club so I could get cheaper premium gas, and the last time I paid was $2.99
Wow.
for premium. Yeah, but it averages about $3.
$4.87 is what I put in my Cadillac this Saturday. $4.87 and 9/10.
I went to Costco with a friend of mine to fill up his car,
Mhm.
but his Costco membership expired.
So they wouldn't
You
let you.
don't
So-
want to use
so-
Costco gas.
So he asked somebody to
slide their card.
to sign in for him. He's like and then
Did
he
they? Did
Yeah,
somebody
they-
do it?
You don't want to use
Because,
Costco
you know-
gas. Let me tell you why.
What?
Well,
All of the
it's
$5
it-
chickens that
it's-
don't get
it's
bought,
not,
they refine that chicken down into gas.
Is
well,
that
it's not my
right?
Yep.
car. It's not
So it's
my
like
Would I
vegetable.
lie on something like that?
Safeway's got gas stations too out here.
Oh,
like-
so that's like all their wasted food.
Yeah,
Yes.
they got a couple of I never thought of that, but it's not my car. You can use any gassy ones. I'm not gonna fight them.
Premium.
Yeah,
That's all we can say.
so
That's how I knew my car was fancy because I wouldn't pay for that gas if I didn't have to.
oh yeah, the 91.
You
is
can use
the
any grade
91
of gas
or-
because they have a thing
No.
in your engine called a knock sensor. And when the
Yeah.
octane is too low, it starts to knock and it adjusts your engine down.
But shouldn't they
There's a
tell you?
carbon buildup. There's a buildup that occurs. I've already damaged one of my engines because, okay, so I've had the engine replaced twice already, but I bought it used when I moved to Texas. So what was that? Back in April. I've already had
You
to.
had you had two.
I had
and
to. I
why
had to.
not just get another car?
That just tells you
Well, 'cause
not to
it-
buy German things
Yeah.
because they do things the way Germans would,
That's
which
Hitler's
would be
car,
crazy stupid.
The warranty covers it. That's why I did it.
though.
But
Oh,
all I know is that I'm putting bad gas in it, and the oil burns, and now I'm part of a class.
well, you were putting Ron Robbie's in there. That's the problem.
Rotten Robbie's is the last place you can go to get genuine racing gas.
Oh, is that
I went to
true?
Rotten Robbie's in 1985 when I was racing. I was going to take my Buick over to Fremont Raceway called Baylands.
They
And
have
they
a,
had $7 a gallon Rotten Robbie's racing gas.
they had a racetrack in Fremont.
107 octane. It's basically
107.
helicopter gas.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the same shit you'd put in a helicopter, and it was $7 a gallon in 1985.
Is Ron Robbie still around?
Yeah, I think they still have a few.
Is
But
that in
I
Vegas?
filled up my tank with that. It was like it took 16 gallons, so it was like $150. You know, it was ridiculous back in '85.
Yeah,
but
hell yeah.
I don't know if the car ran any better. It ran like a 1308 quarter at 105, which is pretty damn
Did
good.
you see
for
that
the days.
Michael Jordan is suing NASCAR? He's a part owner,
Michael Jordan,
and he's
the
yeah,
actor or the basketball
the
player?
basketball player. He's a part owner of a car, a
He
race
owns
car
everything.
team, and he said that they gave him only 6 hours to approve their new contract, and they decided him and the Joe Gibbs Racing, which he was the head coach of the Redskins when they won 3 Super
Joe
Bowls.
Gibbs.
Yeah, so they're suing NASCAR, you
Tough
know,
on him.
and they said they never made any money. So why are you out there? They don't make money.
He's
you know?
he's just jealous because Steph Curry's a better basketball player.
Well,
better shooter.
I don't think
All Jordan ever did was stuff.
I don't think
Is this
He
Yeah.
couldn't hit a
Okay.
3-pointer.
I know. So I let it go long because it's the holiday. Nobody's here. I walked out to take a couple of photos for IDs, and like I said, you're here from Texas, and so I let you go long. But we are going to hang it up.
I
soon.
have to go to Texas.
I want
sometime.
you guys to do me a favor, though. So here at Edge Studios, we've been in operations exactly in 5 days exactly. It will be our 4th anniversary here.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it because it's hard to keep your feet in San Francisco and doing what we do here at Edge Studios. With that said, I know Chris has mentioned it. We've mentioned it. The building has been sold. The new owners are supporting artists such as us here at Edge Studios, as well as the other artists in the building. But we're still in that situation where we were kind of in a weird little place during the holidays. And considering the building was up for sale, I didn't want to take on a whole bunch of new business. And so, in other words, this is usually where we say, hey, how do we survive? It's from viewers like you. That's right. So I put up on the screen, there's a QR code for Ed Studios. It's a Venmo one, but you can reach out to us wherever you can see podcasts for Edge Studios, if it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, wherever you're seeing our content. If you could reach out to us, we would love, even if it's something that folds or it makes sound clinks. We'll take your tip. Anything will help, especially during these holidays, especially during this transition of Edge Studios. How do we keep original content like Junkyard Rat, Sexploration with Monica, LFG, all the shows that we do here, Zig in the Zone, The Edge of Insanity. I'm trying to give them all. But how do we keep this content going? It's from people like you. It's awareness. We don't have any kind of marketing campaign. We're not on commercials. We don't rent space out. We literally, it's all from word of mouth. So I'd like to hear, like, you guys have all had experiences here at Ed Studio.
Yeah, Enoch, how much money have you donated to the station?
Oh, jeez.
I don't know.
Don't put him on the spot at all.
How
He's
much
just-
money did you donate, motherfucker?
My family invented the invention, so I can invent any currency I want.
Welcome to JPR, Junkyard Rat Public Radio, and we want you to be a membership. We're selling a weekend where you can kick it with Joe Mama in the Springs. You can go do, we got another weekend where you can go do nude volleyball with Enoch the Great. You know.
That's the one I want.
And Chris won't
That's the
be
one I'm
there.
bidding on is the nude volleyball. with
Enoch.
Great.
Enoch will even like tell you about his daughter, you know, you can kick it with him on Father's Day with if you want. His daughter is willing to donate all the money. You know, one day we'll solve that mystery, you know. What about you, Joe Mama? How much
What's
money
that?
have you donated to the
She has donated money.
Yeah.
She was a supporter of the studio.
Yeah, you used to have a show here, Joe Mama.
That and the food,
The food.
the
The
little
food.
tip jar.
She would always, I would always go in after she's been into the cooler, and she's always tipped. So
Oh, yeah.
and she's always supported the studio. She's always promoted it. We're looking for all you guys to do it, though. I
Hey,
mean, okay, so if you've watched any of our podcasts, donate $1. And I have like 4,000 friends. I'm hoping that at least 5 of you have seen a podcast. Especially the content we do. If I've helped you in the past,
Oh, yeah.
Well,
launch
you know,
your own podcast.
$5 is the new buck.
Well, even now,
Hey.
even if you're someone that I've helped remotely, that I've helped you open your own home studio and start producing content, or I helped you get your podcast off the ground, or maybe I made you an intro, or I taught you something. If you're any of those people that I've reached out and helped over the last 4 years doing this, feel free. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, we need every penny we can get. So it's right there, Ed Studios Online. You can do it through Venmo, but you can also do it other ways. Reach out to us on social media. Make sure you really get me, Paul Brumbaugh, which, of course, my name is right below me, right there, including
You
there's my
know-
bad hat. Go ahead.
I just want, what's up with your rose water anyway? What's going on with
My
your
rose water. It's not rose water.
What the hell is
Soda
what the-
water.
It's
What kind of a
it's seltzer water with
Yeah, it's
cran
kinda-
grape in it.
Has a lavender.
Have you
tone
ever
to
had
it.
ginger water? Have you drank ginger water? It's like the newest craze.
You're drinking ginger beer.
You're
Ginger
drinking-
Why have
beer, I
water
love
when you can
ginger
have
beer.
beer?
I don't know. Somebody tried to give me some ginger water and stuff, but you know, I'm like,
Ginger is good for like
You know,
anti-inflammatory.
they told me it was a redhead who, she gets excited, she gets all
Oh
wet,
my God.
she squirts in the water.
How
Hey.
does she squirt in the water? My imagination is running wild.
Oh, but that's like
There's
when
many ways
I hear
to
ginger
squirt,
water,
young
I'm
man.
like,
many ways.
it's
to squirt.
it's
Oh,
they-
my
it's
goodness.
I can
Tori
show you
Amos.
how to squirt, but I would
it's
really
Tori
hurt.
Amos. She
I
like squirts in a bottle and sells it for $1 million.
And what does she squirt with?
I don't know. Like, why wouldn't you buy something? Are you Tori Amos fan? You like Tori Amos?
Does she squirt?
Do you know who Tori Amos is, by the way?
Is she a wrestler?
She's a singer.
She's a singer.
How
Oh,
the
okay.
fuck don't you know? You know who
Amos?
Tori
yeah,
Amos?
I know. I've
You
seen
know-
I knew the
karaoke
era
songs.
of which she sang music, but I didn't
Oh,
listen
yeah.
Was she a wrestler?
That's
to it. She
how
also sang when the girls just want to have fun.
you could
That-
tell a lot
that
about
person was out at the same
you,
time.
you. The first thing you gotta do is you always find out. Ask people if they know who Tori Amos is.
Why?
I
Oh,
bet you were
Lord.
the person when Sinead O'Connor was on the radio. You ran across the room to turn it off.
How do I know who
Nah,
Tori Amos
nah.
is? I took a whole bunch of her CDs out of my collection and got rid of it.
Yeah.
What was it? It was there was like, what is it called? Little something.
You know that song was written by Prince, the one that Sinead O'Connor sang?
Nothing compares to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a Prince. You know Prince
You
wrote
can
a
tell
lot
by the
of
way
songs.
They're
title
both
was.
dead too. They are
That
both
is
dead.
true.
So let that be.
That
a
is
lesson.
true. I would, yeah. Prince's last concerts were in Oakland. Remember those?
Were they?
Yeah, he did a bunch of shows in
He
Oakland.
actually was a good guitarist. I
the
like. Did you see him on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing? When first
Yeah.
Guitar Gently Weeps.
he had been denied. They didn't want him up there, and Tom Petty went and said, "You go up there anyway." And Petty went to all the other guitarists, and they let him go in there. He just blew the thing away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great.
Remember Prince in the Super Bowl show when it was raining? He's out there playing in the rain.
It was one of the last good Super Bowl shows.
Yeah. What about this year? Are you excited about Bad Bunny? Are you a Bad Bunny
Oh,
fan?
no.
I want to see Jack
Yeah.
White
Right.
up there because he just did a hell of a show with the Detroit Lions like a week ago. And I thought, okay, Jack White, Seven Nations Army, or Bad Bunny.
It's
Jack
called-
White or Bad Bunny?
It's
Oh,
Bad
Jack
Bunny.
White all the way, man. You got to go with Jack
It's
White.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
It's what's the name of the other guy? I forgot his
So
name.
wait, he didn't do the Super Bowl yet? The
Oh
Super
no,
Bowl
the
in
Super Bowl happens in February.
In
It actually
February.
happens in Santa Clara over here.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one where people are like having to do Duolingo to
Yeah. Are you
to
going to any
understand.
World Cup games? You're not.
No.
Are you taking the family? You just got to make sure your family.
I'm trying to wake up right now because I worked last night and got on a flight after work and then flew here and then I'm here now.
Do you
I
know where
didn't
you're at?
sleep.
What city do you
No.
know? Do you know what city you're in?
No.
What city? Are you in Dallas or are you?
Sometimes I'm just like I'm still in Texas. I think I'm dreaming this.
You
Like
probably
the
are
plane
there.
hasn't taken off yet.
I don't know.
All right, guys, we have about less than 5 minutes left in this podcast.
I mean, have you ever had a dream with the three of us? Like, which one of us? Which one of us do you want in your
let's
dream?
rephrase that nightmare.
She didn't even know who I was before this
Yeah,
adventure.
She didn't even. I said Enoch. Who's Enoch? I'm like Jeff Wheeler. It's like, oh. But you didn't even know who Joe Mama was either, did you?
I feel like I've seen your name whenever we do the
Yeah.
whenever we did a podcast before.
Hey, so what happened to the Vahe doesn't do a show anymore? The Sunday night show? Or?
I was down there in Hillsdale High School with him a couple of weekends ago.
Hill-
And
high school?
unbeknownst to me, and the high school is an exact copy of my high school.
Oh,
And I
yeah?
was told to go to the theater, and I'm at this thing, the big theater. And he's in this other part of it called the little. And he's telling me, "Where are you at?" I go, "I'm right out here." And I took a picture of the big theater. And I had walked by this other thing, the little theater. And I thought, what is the difference is like 500 people capacity.
Well, it's obvious Vahe would
And
be performing in a little
we had
theater.
a pretty good comedy show there. I remember I went out to get beer because he forgot to get beer, and Victor Pacheco was there, and he and I both like to drink beer. So I go, I'm trying to find a place to get beer, so I go to King's Liquors, and I grab us a couple of Modelo 3-packs from the Talls, and I get one.
It's in a high school. Can
I
you
get
drink beer?
like a lime-a-rita, a lime for me, and I'm looking for. I know that Tony Sparks likes just bottled water, so I go up to cash my stuff out. And I ask the guy, I go, "Where's the bottled water? I need to get some bottled water," and he goes, "This is a liquor store. We don't sell bottled water here." And I just thought that was so fucking funny. When I went back and actually told them, they couldn't believe it. They thought I was just making up one of my smart ass jokes. I go, "No, it was a liquor store. He doesn't
Nah.
sell fucking bottled water."
No.
So poor Tony, he had to drink like part of a beer.
Yeah. I've been to parties where they had nothing but liquor,
That's
And,
the best kind.
and I was drinking like the mixer, the margarita
Oh, the
mixer.
syrups.
Yeah, I was drinking the syrup because I'm like, I don't.
That must
drink.
have been interesting when you got to the full bottles of like grenadine.
Nah, yeah, I was at a, so, I mean, you're drinking in a high school, isn't that?
Grenadine's good for you. You know what it's made from?
Is it,
Pomegranates.
oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
drink a bottle of grenadine every day, people. It's good for you.
I thought it was from cherry.
I used to drink I used
The
to eat
original
pomegranate.
grenadine stuff
Well,
was
My
pomegranates.
mom,
It's now probably something artificial.
my mom refused to let me buy
Kool-Aid.
it. My mom refused it because that shit stains like a mother.
Grenadine.
Yeah, the pomegranate. The
Pomegranate.
pomegranate thing.
They got those weird things. They look like corn, but they're red. And they're like,
The pulp.
it's like, that cannot be something that originated on Earth.
It's like
It had to come here from another
the
solar
original.
system, another galaxy.
No,
This
corn comes in
weird
different
red,
colors.
shiny, crystalline looking. It could not have originated on Earth. No
Oh,
way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we don't got much time left. So what are your plans, Joanna? You coming back next Monday? Or?
I'd love to.
You should come
Yeah.
on next Monday.
Bring some pomegranate.
Bring some pomegranate.
I'll
Br-
bring some energy.
Bring some. Get some coffee.
Yeah.
Get
I'll
some
be here
co-
for the anniversary of Recruiterance Day.
Oh, January
that
6th.
Terrible recovery of that, the return of that terrible thing.
Three Kings Day, right? Three Kings Day.
I don't know. Is there another one of those coming up?
Yeah, it's January 6th. Three Kings Day.
That's the anniversary of the insurrection,
Oh yeah.
Right. Which there was an insurrection.
There was an insurrection. Oh yeah.
What do you think of the 6 people that stood up and told the military to you do not obey illegal orders, and all of a sudden the Republicans got their little tight knickers with the tiny penises in a knot and they got all bent out of shape over that, and they started changing it.
Joe Mama's in the military. She was in the military. Ask her what she said.
Well,
I
if
think
somebody
I need
with
to
a
be-
tiny penis told you to do something illegal, would you obey him?
Hey, even a tiny penis works once in a while. So.
But I mean, if he told you
A
to like
broken
shoot
clock
that
is-
citizen walking out of the Food King with a bunch of hams that they haven't paid.
have you
for.
been in the Texas State House or
No.
in Austin? You haven't been.
No.
I went there. You got to go check out the Capitol. They got a bunch of like Civil War shit.
No.
Have you ever
Memorabilia?
snuck
Yeah.
onto? You ever snuck onto George Bush's ranch?
No.
Oh,
Ah.
if I were in Texas, that's one thing I would want to do.
Which one? Which of the first one or the second
Well,
one?
there's only one that's alive.
That
so
is true.
The other one's ranch has probably been seized
Ah.
by the state.
We just lost Dick
turned
Cheney.
into an oil field.
We lost Dick Cheney, but I don't think anybody mentioned
Are you
that
a
he was sad.
Landman? Do you like Landman? That new series.
I don't got Paramount, but if you give me your password, I can tell you if I like it.
Well, I give you every one of my passwords, but then I'd have to kill
Thank
you.
God for Black Friday. I finally we got HBO, and
HBO Max.
I finally saw all
You
the
still have to
all the
pay for
season
that?
of Hacks. Have you seen Hacks?
No.
Have you seen Hacks?
I don't
No?
know what it is.
You never seen Hacks? It's a show. It's a show about a comedian. It's
I
about
remember an actress named Shelley Hack.
yeah.
I think
You
she
should.
was like wasn't she a Charlie's Angel at one
I
point?
think Paul's like
the
napping.
the very-
No, I'm just
the
thinking
very
about something a little
final and
pissed off
very
at not you
worst-
guys.
So tell me, you got a show next Monday in Concord. Tell me about it.
Oh yeah. Mean Dave puts on the Monday night comedy show.
At
at
Vinny's. At Vinny's and
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay,
I'll
so
be
it's me,
there.
Dave. Nice.
Mean Dave, you know Mean Dave?
Yes.
or- Has he blocked you yet? Or?
No. Why? Why would he?
Why? Because he's blocked like 90% of the people.
Uh,
90% of the people I know. He likes to block.
spelling
He's
his
a
name.
blocker.
Is
He's
that
not
right?
a lover. He's a blocker. He's a blocker. He is a blocker. That's a lot of comedians. Maybe now he's calmed down. but-
I just
Damn,
hope
am
it
I a
doesn't
blocker?
rain when I go over there because I hate the idea of driving over there in the goddamn rain.
It's not that
And I won't
far.
take Bart. I just the idea of going under the bay.
It's like 10 minutes from the BART station.
yeah, but I mean, just the idea of all that water overhead. And,
you can take an Uber all the way down there. The Waymo.
No, I don't Uber. I take Lyft.
The Waymos are on the freeway.
I won't.
They're
I
on the
won't
freeway now?
Waymo either.
What do you think about a self-driving car on the
I
freeway?
don't. You know what? Did you hear that the two major companies are going to merge?
Which ones?
Lyft and Uber are going to merge,
Well, no, they were.
and the new
they,
company is going to be called Luber.
well, Uber's been.
Now you're taking my joke.
No, that was my joke, and I wanted to get a head start. on
Actually,
it.
they almost merged in the beginning. Did you ever see the story? They have a documentary series. No, they made a series about Uber, and they were about to merge, but Uber's all over the world. That's the thing about Lyft. People don't realize if you go to other countries, Uber's all over the world now.
Have you
so.
seen the other one? I think it's called Zool. It looks
Yeah.
like a miniature
Oh,
version
yeah.
of a
It's
Volkswagen
a
bus,
self-driving.
but it's like it looks the same coming and going.
That's what I want.
I
want
went
like
to
a,
school with the guy that was like one of the starters of that,
Yeah.
and he was with the National Transportation of, say, all the anytime there's a plane crash or a train crash or like a pipeline blows up, the NTSB
yeah.
is there. He was like the West Coast spokesman. It's not like when we had the gas blast explosion in my town, he's on TV. Like, yeah, I know that
Okay.
guy. I used to play basketball with him.
Okay.
And then there was like the Asiana flight. There he is again. He's part of.
What are you seeing, Joe Mama? Are you seeing weird things right now?
I'm seeing.
You look like you're like
Your mushrooms are
You
taking.
look like you're on a
I'm
little
seeing
trip
sleep.
already.
I'm ready to go to sleep.
How does it feel to be on it since you haven't been on it in a couple months or whatever?
It's nice, but my body's telling me that, bitch, you haven't slept in hours. Like I slept on the plane, but that doesn't count.
There's a couch in the. There's a couch outside.
I'm going to my mom's apartment,
You're
like
just
the grown woman I am.
You're gonna go pass out.
I'm
on
gonna
it?
go pass out on her in
Oh,
her
yeah.
guest bedroom, and yes,
So is it different working as a KJ in Texas and here?
yeah. The tipping is not like a thing there. Tipping is a thing here, but not there.
What kind of songs are like? I want to hear some Willie
There's
Nelson.
a lot of country.
I want to hear some Willie. What
Quite a lot
country
of
songs are
country.
you into now? Is there any?
I started singing the Josh Turner.
Oh yeah.
Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low. Yes, I've been like opening my. I've actually been doing some jazz.
You
But
got some boots? Did you have cowboy boots? or-
man, I Southwest doesn't let you take checked in luggage anymore.
They
they
don't
don't
let
let
you
you-
check
They
out
don't?
anything.
No,
What do they make you do? Hang it up outside the airplane
they
or
make
something?
you pay for it.
You got. What
So-
about a small little backpack?
Yeah, I have a small personal.
I'm surprised they
carry-on.
don't weigh each passenger and charge you
Yeah, because I wear my
flight by
sweater.
the pound.
They do. They do when they seat you down. They do it by weight. So they. I've been on airlines like Spirit. They tell you don't
Oh,
switch
Spirit.
seats because we got everybody marked in the area.
Because you gotta weigh a certain.
Yeah,
tip out
because
the plane out.
when
they gotta
that's
weigh.
to make sure
They
the
don't want
plane
the
is
thing tipped.
balanced.
But you're fat people in the middle, skinny people. I swear to God, they told us they're like, don't switch seats.
Did they ask you how much do you weigh when you buy your ticket?
I think they do that online. They with your
Yeah.
ID, your driver's license.
You know, your driver's license doesn't have your weight anymore.
Oh, they don't.
No.
It's and if it does, it's like from
Yeah.
20 years before. So
Yeah.
don't
You know,
matter.
on Uber, they don't give exact address because they don't want the Uber drivers
To know
trying
when
to
you're walking
find
through
you
the
in your
airport,
house if
they've
they
got
want to bang you.
scales
or
under the floor, so
Yeah.
they know.
When was the last time you were in the airport, Enoch?
Like I told you, they still have the 737-200 in service.
We
which
got to
is
get you on a
hell of a good
plane.
airplane.
We got to get you on a plane. Is there some place?
Not gonna happen.
Is there some place you would get on the plane for?
You know that Patrick Swayze, why he had the Mercedes and the Riviera. He said, "I'm not driving or I'm not flying. It's not safe." I abide by the Patrick Swayze commentary on airplane.
I was on a plane when I was like a month and a half old. So.
But you're not Patrick Swayze.
Well, no, I mean, Patrick isn't Patrick anymore either.
Well, he's cremated now.
Yeah.
He's
He's
dust.
cremated, but he's still dancing.
But he
though.
did
Think he had a
Point
cancer.
Blank. You never served like he did.
I
in
didn't know.
Waltz.
I didn't fucking say.
And he
I
did that
boogie
with
board.
Keanu Reeves. You've never made a Keanu Reeves movie.
No, but
He did.
I did boogie board. I had boogie board before. What about
I
you?
did surfing with my cowboy hat on near the Taco Bell. I've got proof on the interwebs.
Was it news?
If you see it on the interwebs, it's got to be true, right?
The
Paul?
interwebs.
I think most
We were
half.
ready to do the Maui Wowie session.
I think
Yeah,
half
I'm
of
trying to
Enoch's
see the
activities
sativa.
involve him being nude doing something at this point.
Well, I'm nude right now. I just have clothes on.
Nude
top of it.
You're
surfing.
nude right now. You just got
Yes.
I
Is
can't
it- I'm
wait.
naked under this.
Is there women at the nude volleyball game or just a bunch of dudes?
Well, if you go to watch it, it'll definitely be old dudes.
Well, you know, I live in an old dude society and That's why I don't go to the gym where I live, because I want to be a
They
bunch
want
of
to
old
pay
people,
us at our gym
old
now.
dudes.
I used to play basketball when the Warriors were there. I knew all the greats from the 70s.
When they
Nate
played in the
Thurman and
Cow
Rick Barry.
Palace.
Now they want to pay you to be healthy. Or no, they want to make you pay to be healthy.
Well, not you. I mean, they don't give a fuck about you.
Well, I'm healthy now.
Well, we gotta go. Thank you, Joe Mama, for coming back. Thank you, Enoch the Great.
And you're going to be at Vinny's, and I'm going to be at Vinny's.
I'm gonna be in
How's
Vinny's.
that going to happen?
Well, I'm booked at Vinny's too because I went with Steven and he asked me just come in. When do you want to perform? And I said, well, I want to be the same
Which
night.
Steven is that?
Steven Ferris.
Oh, is he there that night too?
No, he's not there. But me and Dave asked me, you want to get booked? I said, yeah, I want to be there the same day with Enoch the Great.
Why do you know he's booking you for the show? How do you know he's not setting you up?
So he
with
told
ice?
because I thought, well, at least I'm gonna be funnier than Enoch. So,
Well, that's not going to happen.
So I've seen you on stage before, though. I have seen you on stage at Amaze Oyster House. Remember at Danny Dutchy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen you do your jokes.
Wednesday night, I'm going to be down at the San Jose Improv thing that's going on.
Oh, the open mic?
Yeah,
This
they have
Wed-
they have a
Wednesday?
thing there.
This Wednesday or next Wednesday?
This Wednesday.
Oh, can I go with you? Are you
I'm
driving?
going to be down there. It's I forget what time it is.
It's like 7.
You got to go to some online ticket thing and get a ticket.
Are you on what's the name of the Bacon? Are you on
Bacon.
Bacon?
I don't know.
You got to join Bacon.
No, he's on sausage.
Because-
All right, so
Yes.
Thank
So-
you.
hold on.
Sausages
So
are
make
good
sure
for
everybody
it.
gets the last minute shout out. Do your thing, Chris.
Well, I'm gonna be at Vinny's next Monday. I hope Mean Day remembers me. What about you?
I barely got my shit together. I made it here.
My life is content.
My life is content. I'm gonna be everywhere possible, and I'll post it.
There you go. And
San Jose Improv and San Jose Wednesday night, and then Mean Dave's, Vinny's in the beautiful enclave of Concord, California on Monday.
And as you know, I'm just happy to get another 2 hours off my committed sentence from the judge. Please sign the paperwork. Do everything or watch everything I do right here, Paul Brumbaugh or Ed Studios Online, where podcasts can be seen and heard. And oh yeah, please, there's your last chance. Scan that QR code. Get the studio some damn money.
Keep supporting JPR, the Junkyard Rat Public Radio Network.
Yeah, sure. That's what we're thinking. All right, guys. Until
Thank
next
you.
time.
Thank you for being on. I hope Joe Mama remembers she was on here.
I remember.
I was somewhere
It was a
yesterday.
dream.
I was somewhere yesterday. I don't even know why.
It'll be on the interwebs.
So let's make a real fucking loud for